Terrific. So, without further ado, our intrepid group of adventurers had recently walked within the threshold of Easthaven, meeting various members of the Easthaven militia in the process, including the captain, Imdra Arlaggath, the former member of the Blades of the Axe, then inquired with the party about a quest, a certain sea hag trapped within the giant caves to the east on the other side of the massive Loch Dinefall. After accepting her quest and postponing the subsequent execution of the wizard Zazan in the process, the party has gone to the docks in search of boats, but found a friend in the Captain Bones Jackson instead. Now still in the docks with the Easthaven ferry, you guys do see Captain Jackson as he bothers himself maintaining the composure of the bow by cleaning up the blood and the remnants of the Duergar left afterwards. As he does so, he looks to all of you. Well, now that we're done here, I suppose you'll be wanting some transportation.
Oh, it'd be, most excellent.
Yeah, well, you can definitely get some, and by the time I clean up the ice here, you'll be good to go.
And approximately how long do you think that would take?
Well, it's got a heavy lacquer of frost on her. I'd say it'd take about a day.
Okay, so that sounds like we are going to be here for a day. So it will take you tomorrow, and then the day after that, first thing in the morning, we can head on out.
Yeah, but if you guys are in a hurry, you can always take a skiff or a little rowboat across the latter parts of the loch.
I do not think that would be wise. This big boat makes it a bit safer, I believe.
That is exactly what I was thinking, more or less.
But, didn't you guys say you were in a hurry? Something about, the execution date or... I don't really remember.
Yes, indeed. I do have to see him.
Can I build a small contraption to clean the boat quicker? If I use...
Sure thing. I'd really like some help, so I wouldn't mind that at all.
I feel like as an artificer, this is something that I would do, but I don't know.
Absolutely, yeah, you can do
All
whatever
right.
you'd like to. And within that time, you guys do notice the darkness still prevailing. It is not currently light out. This is due to the fact that the rime keeps the daylight out. Even though it is 3 p.m., it looks as though it is 3 a.m., and it is growing darker.
3 p.m.
Hey, Oralis, what did you say the name of the man we just rescued was?
Yes, his name is Dizan. He's a bit of a fighter and a wizard, I would say. He's a bit of my mentor.
Oh, okay, so I think that this taking a day to get the ice clear, I think if it takes that time, we should use that time to talk to Dizan and figure out what is going on there, and talk to other people, figure out the lay of the city, maybe go to a tavern or two.
Yes, indeed, he has a couple secrets I do mean to perhaps discover or reveal for myself. I do not know if I wish him dead or alive right now. It's been a long time.
I have
But
to
maybe...
admit,
Say what?
I have to admit that every now and then I've heard you, asking around for, an elf. Is that elf you were looking for?
He's related to those things, but that's not the one, no. No, the other one is for family business. It's a bit complex.
Oh, well, when we have the time, I would love to hear about it. But until then, let's go talk to... Excuse me while I check my note page. Let's go talk to Imdra about what to do with Dizan.
I agree.
Okay. So, as you guys leave the docks, making your way back in to Easthaven proper, you are reminded of the fact that the town hall is but a close ways away from the Easthaven ferry, which you guys now know the location of. As you do so, you guys see various individuals going about their business in the dim light hours of the evening. Many individuals pushing wagons, small rosary carts, and other items of quotidian importance. However, as you guys make your way to the town hall, you're greeted by two guardsmen, which stand stalwart, wearing the regal colors of Easthaven, the castle, which stands in the flag, bordered by two panels of red and blue, give it quite the vibrant display. And as you see them standing there and approach, what would you like to do?
Alistair, do you want to take this one?
I need a bit of a rest.
Oh, that is a good point.
As you
If,
look,
you guys
Alistair
want to-
is completely broken. He has bruises all up his wrists, his legs hobble when he walks, and he's currently bleeding from a small sore in his
Oh.
temple.
Oh,
Do
right.
rest.
I kind of forgot that we had just gotten out of a fight. Not going to lie.
The adrenaline, eh?
Pretty
That's
brutal
well
one.
done.
Yes, I'm realizing. Okay, Alistair, come here for a moment. And I put my hand on him and say, "Damn, you look rough." And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on him at 2nd level.
Okay.
Damn, you look rough.
And truer words have never been spoken. As you are healed 16 HP, as a matter of fact, Alistair, you are now at 19 hit points, almost full.
Hey, thank you, lad.
Oh, it's no problem.
As you guys do this now inside the city proper, you see one of the guards adjust his hat. As he does so, putting the plate mail scales down over his shoulder, he lifts his visor. Hey! You over there! He walks over to you, Rez, stamping his spear into the snow as if it was his walking cane. There'll be no casting of spells within inside the city walls. It's your first and final warning.
Oh, but this is holy magic, mein Freund.
Alright? Then practice it at the monastery with the rest of the cloistered cloth.
Without saying anything, I'm just going to I'm gonna open my mouth to go like ah! And then close my mouth, and I'm just gonna gesture towards Alistair, with how truly fucked up he is, because he almost died. What was it, 3 times?
Yeah.
Yeah, almost 4 times. Yeah. So I'm just gonna gesture at him and say, if you was this man, I don't think you would care if you were in a monastery to be healed, But I get your warning. It will not happen again.
Right. Now then, you all got business inside the town hall?
Oh yes, I believe we do.
Alright. Well, Captain Imdra's inside. If you want to talk to an official, do it through her. The speaker's too busy.
Imdra, whom we needed to talk to in the first place, so that will be great.
Splendid! He walks back up to the door, stamping his spear through the snow again and maintaining his previous position at the door.
Shall we go in and find Imdra?
Of course.
As you guys do so, you make your way through the massive mahogany doors which border this town hall. Unlike many town halls you've seen, this one not in contemporary dwarvish make. However, these doors are extremely tall, 8 feet in height. As you guys open them, the double doors stretch out, revealing the large brass knockers on the outside. And inside, you see a very lavish town hall. Again, dissimilar from the rest you've seen, this space is broad with a spiraling staircase that goes up to a 2nd floor and a very large monument made out of dark rock. It looks like someone has carved the head and shoulders of a wolf out of obsidian and left it in the center of the inn. Next to a very flickering fireplace, however, you do see a main desk where an elvish woman sits behind, wearing a naval admiral's hat.
Well, hello
Oh.
there.
Well, welcome back. It is a pleasure to see you all in one piece. I hope your small expedition to the docks warranted you some beneficial information.
Oh, yes, indeed. It actually, we found out that, it was haunted by, guess who? Duergar. Like, we don't, look at him. Look at Alistair.
As she looks at him, all of his wounds healed, as you did just bestow him with cure wounds.
But he's still, like, covered in blood and shit.
That's
I
right.
still have some wounds, correct? Oh, the pain! The suffering!
Oh, Larry, hush it.
That's
Alistair's
very
going to
unfortunate.
point.
It
Alistair's
was
gonna point
a
to
very
robotic
nice
arm.
dance. We must say.
Alistair, what were you gonna do?
Alistair's just pointing to his robotic arm and saying, "Hey, this was my good arm."
Yes, I'm glad that our new employees have a sense of humor. And she looks over to a guard who just looks at her with a steely resolve. Yes, and are any of you in need of medical assistance?
I'm okay.
Splendid.
I could use some healing.
Oh, is that so? As she pulls out a small empty flute with what looks like used to be contained alcohol, she extends her hand and, with a vial, empties out a small piece of red liquid that drains into the empty cup. Here you are.
I'll slowly kind of grab at it and then just down it.
Alright, roll 4d4 plus 4. As you consume the healing potion, she looks about you. Well, thank you for alerting me as to the Duergar's presence. I will send a team to dispatch of them post-haste.
Oh, I believe we've already killed them, yes.
Really? And how many Duergar were there?
Well, there
Truth be
was...
told, only one escaped.
That is true. I forgot about that. One did escape.
Well, perhaps you are all slightly more formidable than I had previously considered. No matter. Is our arrangement still going according to plan?
Once the ferry is been de-iced, we will get on our way to taking care of, that wizard sorceress lady who you don't like.
Yes, and you will be rewarded with commendations no matter the result. However, keep in mind, the execution will still continue as planned.
Speaking of deals, you promised us the chance to speak with the man.
Absolutely. Just beyond this corridor behind me, you will find a set of 6 separate jails. Within that corridor, he is in the most northeastern cell. You will find guardsman Mr. Tumnus there, awaiting your arrival.
Shall we go?
After you, Aurelis.
Maybe me and Rez, we could check it out, and you guys check the corridor. Or I feel like we would uncover more secrets if we're not too crowded, and intimidate the man too
Oh,
fast.
you think like just the two of us? Like I talked him out of killing him, and then he knows you. So
Yes, maybe he's gonna divulge more things with only me, and you are quite the charmer yourself.
oh,
So
say
maybe-
oh, hush you.
Yes, maybe you sing a song and he starts singing everything he knows. We don't know.
I dreamed a dream.
As you guys
Exactly.
As you guys approach the corridor now, the 2 guards bring their spears back, extending them vertically as to let you pass. As you do so, Imdra takes down her admiral's hat and lays down the white silken hair that adorns her head. And one other thing. Make sure to use your time with my prisoner aptly. As a matter of fact, you're only 20 hours away from his execution.
Oh, so he's getting killed tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, what time is it right now?
3
2
p.m.
p.m.
3 p.m.
Correct.
Okay, so he's getting killed at what, 11 o'clock tomorrow?
Yeah.
After you, Aurelis.
Yes. Okay, let's go.
As you guys extend back, you do see the empty cells. One is inhabited by a solitary skeleton, and then within the northwestern section, as promised, you do find the cell guarded by a very fat man, the fattest that you have encountered in your journeys. He has rosy cheeks which stem up through his plated helmet as he looks at all of you.
Oh, good lord.
Oh, so you're the captain's friends, huh?
Yes, we are.
As he spits in a nearby chamber pot, the sound ringing off of its percussion. 10 minutes, no more, no less. I'll be proctoring the whole conversation.
In fact, the lady told us we would have this time alone with the man to discover the secrets.
Yes, she did. Didn't you say that? Because she's with us, right?
She is not. However,
She's
you
not?
can
Okay,
you can
yeah.
roll a deception check, Erland. Or else.
Can I?
Could
can
I,
I help?
get advantage?
Yeah,
Or,
since I'm helping
or we
him.
both roll it?
Yeah, take it with advantage. Go ahead.
Deception, persuasion, you said?
Deception.
Alright.
With advantage, baby.
Alright.
Ping.
Oh!
Alright. I'll be waiting on the end of the hole just to check the logs after you're through. After he leaves, he walks down 30 feet and shuts the door at the end of the corridor that you inevitably came in. As the rest of you, sitting in the foyer of this massive town hall, see this pudgy guard shut the door, lock the key, you know that Rez and Aralas are on the other side. Rez and Aralas, as you are, and you approach the cell, you see a man clad in red robes and a red conical hat, sitting with his legs splayed next to a chamber pot, which is in the corner of the room. As he sits there. Why, hello there. It's been a long time since we've met, Jezek.
Yes, indeed, it has been the
call
last couple of times were far away in my memories, I must say.
What
Ah,
are you
yes.
calling him? His name is Oralis.
Is that so? Well,
He's using my family name, my merchant family name. I'll look at
Oh,
him.
you come from a family of merchants.
Yes, from the sea, far away, far away.
who is
I
your
will
Oh,
be,
I
friend?
come from very far away too.
Spent only some of my childhood and my the beginning of my adulthood in the city, but I'm from the islands.
Well, I'm glad to see we're all making friends. And why shouldn't we? We all have that fact in common, being foreigners to this land. Jezek, who is your friend here?
Meet my friend Rez. He's the master of instruments.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, thank you. I reach out my hand and I shake his hand.
Oh, I would shake yours as well if it
Oh,
were.
is he chained up? Is he chained up? Yeah, okay. I grab his hands and I do that weird like clasping thing over the. Like, good to meet you. Thank you.
No, it is a pleasure
It's
to
very
meet you
awkward.
as well.
So you asked us to spare your life, and we risked ours to save you. I'm
Oh,
not even
yes.
sure if you deserved it. So it is now time to honor what you said you would say.
Yes, well, to be quite frank with you, I have a few more cards up my sleeve. Don't be so presumptuous, old Jezek. Even if they were to kill this body, I have many other vessels to return to. No, as a matter of fact, I'm not done with this city yet. They still owe me something, and until I recover it, I won't be leaving.
Well, I'm going to be killing you tomorrow at 11, so, you know.
Oh, yes, this I heard. So if we couldn't at least find a way to prevent that, I would be extremely helpful.
Oh, well, it was a miracle that we got you the 24 hours.
Speaking of which, if you do decide to finally save my life and spare me from these brutes which have captured me, I will invite you into my sacred fold. You will all become members of the Arcane Brotherhood, if you so desire.
What would that do for us?
Well,
And what-
yes, go ahead.
Has Rez ever heard of the Arcane Brotherhood?
You've heard it in mentioning since coming to Icewind
Can-
Dale. However,
Can
you
I
don't
make a
know
history
about-
check or something to see
Sure.
if I know anything roughly?
Sure. Yeah, since you're new to Icewind Dale, you don't know much. However, those rumors you have heard spread since your time in Kilrador, you know that the Arcane Brotherhood is a secretive organization which has gained an infamous reputation from their hoarding of magical items and weapons. As he looks to all of you now,
Well,
Yes.
it's just Aurels and I.
Yes, just both of you as well then. Yes. So, is there anything else I can help you with, or are we ready to leave?
So you mean you want us to free you out of this jail cell right now?
Well, yes. You certainly made quick work of the guard.
Oh, yes, but we need to, keep in the good graces of his city captain. That's why we actually came here, is to talk to her. And it's, happy coincidence that we happen to run into you as you were about to be killed.
In the corner of her desk is an inkwell. If you reach under it, you will find a small message opener. Plunge that in her throat, the guards will be taken over in the calamity of the chaos, and we can make our leave.
I am not sure it's a good
Relas,
idea.
do you think we could sidebar for a moment?
Of course, of course.
This guy is fucking crazy, and I do not want to kill this lady who Sheriff Southwell seems to like very much. So, I think this guy should be killed tomorrow. But, that's just me. If you can make a good argument about, helping him, I'm all ears.
Of course, I am not convinced so far, I must say, I must admit. Dizan,
Oh,
the
yes,
last
yes.
time I needed you, you were not there. I don't know if it was out of fear, or because you didn't care enough to show yourself and help me in my cause. Why should I just spend another minute here in this cell in front of you?
You House Dagonathan types always living in the past. Think, Zezek, not of the last time you needed me, but the next. Or have you not heard of the squad of elves looking for you at this very moment?
I do not believe you. There is no elf around here. I
This
asked
is-
around.
This is most true. However, in the sleepy town of Dugan's Hole, a squad from the Okorian High Council have been sent to settle your dispute. If I am not there to make amends, why, they might be all the more happy returning your head instead.
I think,
Well, I think we have a lot to talk about when we are done with this.
yes, it is some things in my past that I carry with me. But I am not sure I should believe all this story.
How is she?
Why
No,
did
but-
you not? Why did you not seek or wait for me before?
Well, my hands were tied. Please,
I am not
Zedek.
sure I do believe you.
The only thing coming between me and saving your sorry skin those numerous times was unfortunate circumstances, such as these. Please, poor Zezek, you wouldn't think that I would turn my back on you, would I?
Would be told I have no other argument to see that you would actually stick your neck out for me.
What other business do you have in this town? You said your business was not concluded.
Indeed. As a matter of fact, the pesky Fighters Guild and their cloistered little haram had kept from me a magical item of great importance. After my capture, I fear that it is even more elusive than previously. Now, as I hear from the guards, it is being kept within inside the caves. I wish to garner this item and return it back to my possession, where it belongs.
Where are those caves?
Oh, just to the east here. However, after eavesdropping on the captain, I'm sure you're already aware of their whereabouts.
With your accomplice?
Well, that is certainly a way to put it. How about, acquaintance?
You seem to be using a lot of your acquaintances and then ditching them off to die.
Oh, yes, but I don't consider us acquaintances, Jezek. We are friends.
Thank you for the information, but if you're trying to save your own skin, you haven't been doing that great of a job. And sometimes when a friend really needs your help and calls on you, you should answer because, sometimes when they could return the favors, they won't.
At this, you see that he is very perturbed. Standing up, finally, he stamps his leather shoes into the wood and comes to the jail bars extremely close. Listen here, Bard. I do not need to be lectured about loyalty and the meaning of friendship. I have done all that I can with what I can do with. Again, I think that the fact that we are both here should say something, Zedek, about the fact that we are in this together. Please, I wouldn't betray you. So he sits back down on the bench. Now then, do what you want to. Make your decision aptly, but keep in mind, after I am dead, so is any information that I have.
Well, then you better start speaking. Better start laying hints of what you might have.
You said
Are you-
you have other vessels to return to if you are killed. Was that
This is
just
true.
a line, or is it true?
Oh no, this is true. However, I don't like to go to the trouble. It is very expensive.
Do I feel he's telling the truth, or just bluffing?
You can't tell.
That motherfucker. And one last thing on my side. Well, actually, two. You said if you had your hat, you could be able to be freed. Or free
Oh
yourself.
yes. Please trust me, I was not referring to this little mockery. They gave me this just so I would quit griping. But as a matter of fact, this is not my hat. They have kept my hat away from me, somewhere else. Somewhere I suspect within inside this very structure.
I see.
I think you should give us a solid reason to tell us why you should live.
Once again, if I am not there to speak upon your behalf, or alas, upon your encounter with the Elvish squadron, they will behead you and return it to the feet of King Viggs this year for investigation and confirmation. And, once again, if I am to perish, well, I won't be in the mood to help you any longer, will I?
I don't think you're in the mood to help us now. And I just saved your life.
Add insight to your repertoire, dear bard. You are certainly wise.
I managed to make my blade sing. Something you could never really help me master. I think I could evade all the dangers thrown in my way.
I'm very
But,
proud of you, my old pupil. But do not stand on the shoulders of giants and think ye self-wise.
Tell me where she is, and I will consider helping you again.
You mean you do not know?
Well, she is the only thing that could actually save my return. So,
So what have you been doing with all this time, if not pursuing her? Why, this does complicate things. So he sits there, pontificating for a moment. Yes, I will tell you where she is.
please do. And I shall consider helping you seriously.
You see a grin spread across his face. I shall tell you where she is. When you return.
Maybe I will never return. Consider doing my one positive favor for a change, instead
Can
of
I-
always asking for something in return.
Can I insight check him on whether or not he was being honest if he knew where whoever her is?
Sure. A man with a stalwart poker face, you can't really detect much. However, Erlon, you suspect whatever is going on in that corridor has to be interesting. However, Rez, you think that he's telling the truth. And as he sits there smirking for a bit, yes, as a matter of fact, dear Zedek, I will do you this one favor as a demonstration of our loyalty and friendship. You see, out in the wilderness next to the high road, a few cubits off of the corner of the town of Lonelywood, there sits a sleeping black cabin. Though I've only had the chance to scry on it a few times, it is roughly in the same location every time I see it. This cabin is home to an elderly woman and her guest, sleeping in the rear garret. It is none other than your Corey, Zedek, the one who can return you to your luxurious place amongst the house. Go to her, and perhaps you can redeem yourself yet.
I only hate the fact that I'm not able to verify that you are telling the truth.
And now am I to verify whether or not you will make sure on your deal with the captain, and whether or not she will spare my life is yet another matter entirely. The way that I see it, I am the one with all the leverage, and have done a great deal of removing myself from it, just to ease your mind. Now, is there anything else you'd like to discuss?
Not that I can think of at the moment, Aurelius. I think we should head on back to the captain.
I
That
agree.
is-
I'm not gonna lie, maybe we can do a bit of social encounters and perhaps check for this man's hat.
Oh, I would very much appreciate that. But unfortunately, we can't talk anymore because, and as he looks at the door, timing it perfectly, the guard walks in, his heavy footfalls, pauldrons and grief smacking against the hardwood. Alright! Time's up!
Thank you, good sir.
Alright.
We shall be working on what we learned.
I tip
To,
him.
yes.
Him a gold.
Oh, thank you.
Good.
I'm gonna buy myself
Oh,
something
no.
nice. As you guys walk out, you do hear Dazan speak up once more, pulling his face so close to the jail bars that he's almost leering out. Oh, and one more thing, Zedek. Don't leave me waiting.
I will consider many things, but thank you for telling me.
The warden slams the door shut, following you. So you guys are all sitting there now. Imdra puts her hat back upon her head. Splendid. Now then, I suppose there's no other additional services that I could offer all of you, is there?
Just one quick question. You said he was imprisoned because he stole from the Fighters Guild, correct?
Oh, no, not at all. He actually murdered the majority of the members of the Fighters Guild. Left
Oh,
their
the
palace in
majority
ruins.
of them.
Indeed. What few survivors there were, heeded my quest as you have, and have never returned from the caves. But I suspect you all a great deal more formidable than the Fighters Guild, correct?
Of course.
That is what I thought.
Obviously.
Indeed. But even so, a few members may have survived. If you do encounter any and return to me with their lives, I will pay you each 100 gold for any survivors that you recover.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Indeed.
Is there a local tavern or inn or somewhere we could, take the night's rest? We are going to be here for a couple of days while we are, getting ready for your mission, your quest.
Oh yes, I thought you were ready at the moment. Most unfortunate. However, since you've already been to the Wet Trout, as I understand it, there is another inn, the White Lady. It is just off the coast of the docks. As a matter of fact, if you head west here for 10 minutes, you should find it.
Oh, thank you very much.
Of
The
course.
man said he perhaps has accomplices in Dugan's Hole. Do you have any communication with the city for elves perhaps hiding there?
I'm not certain if he's telling the truth, though you certainly have reason to believe him. I suspect that he is telling, once again, a little white lie, seeing as how Dugan's Hole is a most unappealing locale. I don't know of anyone in the entire town, for that matter, or anyone who has ever come from it.
So you have no means to verify if he says the truth.
I could send some watchmen down that way to investigate, if you wish.
He says something about many elves, so perhaps if you find a pack that seems, scary or menacing, please get that information to our group.
Of course. I suppose you come from the Elvish Isles. In those isles there must be a shitty little town, if you forgive my language, one which no one goes to on account of it being unappealing. That is essentially the equivalent of Dugan's Hole. It is, if you forgive my language once again, a shithole.
Okay, so I don't think we will need to go there and
No.
risk our neck. But if you can verify it in the meanwhile, always helpful. As we are
Elves and-
trying to save your friends.
Elves in Dugan's Hole. I guess it is possible.
Shall we get back to Kisav's party and meet up at the White Lady?
Sure. And as a matter of fact, you all are inside the lounge now, where you initially encountered Captain Imdra. You guys are all together in the same room.
Oh, hello everyone. How are you doing? Hopefully it didn't make you wait too long.
Oh, just relaxing.
Garrett, would I be able to send my bird to scout the halls and the rooms for a hat or a locked chest without people noticing? Is it big and tall enough?
It is absolutely possible to do so secretly. However, you need to decide if you want to cloister yourself somewhere inside the town hall to hide yourself from vision, or just do it right out in the open.
What's the possibilities of it all? Is it a big castle, big barracks?
It's a huge town hall with a battlement. Not necessarily a castle, but a very lavish chateau-like space with a huge foyer that you guys are encompassing and a large staircase which heads to the additional floors.
I will confer with my friends first and then see what I do.
Well, I say we go back to, or not go back, but go to the White Lady. I'll pay for rooms, and we can have an early breakfast. Eat and drink to our heart's content. I mean, we did just fight an assload of Duergar, so I think we could, just take it easy for the rest of the day.
I agree, of course. And I will whisper to Rez. Sorry, Larry?
I just said that I could use rest.
Lovely.
You said you could use a bath, and I agree.
I will whisper to Rez, please keep some of it secret for now, for the crew. I will reveal as we are later in the conversation.
I'll just give him a wink.
Thank you, my friend.
Rez. Immediately after the sentence in which you spoke the name of the White Lady, you turn, and that massive wolf-like statue, you see it now more clearly in the light of the flickering fireplace. It has anthropomorphic-like features as its body goes down to the floor. And as you look, Rez, being the only one in the group to do so, you see on this statue is a woman, tied at the waist, white hair covering her face you can't make out. And as you look at it, and you look back across the room, Rez, the statue and the woman in front of it begin to dissipate. And as they slowly fade out of vision, there is no statue there any longer.
And this is in the room that we're in?
Yeah, you saw it disappear before your very eyes.
Is there anything? Is there
that's
anything behind it?
Cool.
There is a wall and an additional seat-like sectional with ottomans laid out. However, the statue and the woman tied to it that you saw very briefly are both gone.
Is that
Anybody else sees a statue right there just disappear?
Is that like a magic trick or?
Did anybody else see that?
Everyone else saw the statue, but you were the only one who saw it disappear.
Oh.
You guys remember a statue being there, right?
Maybe?
Larry, did you steal the statue?
No, I don't think so.
Check your pockets. How big is the statue? Or how big was it?
It's about 15 feet tall.
Check your pockets.
Okay, so there was a 15-foot statue here of a giant wolfman, and now it is gone.
Well, did you see it?
I did. I watched it disappear.
As you guys stand there
Maybe
discussing this for a
Ant?
bit longer, and Erland, you begin to speak as well, you guys watch as the statue returns.
What?
It.
Hell. I'm
Could
gonna knock on
we,
the statue.
Oh.
Could we Arcana check that to have any glimpse of what could that be?
Sure. Rez, as you go to knock on it, it sounds just like this, a very hollow, manufactured item out of obsidian. However, as your hand touches it, make me a wisdom saving throw, Rez.
Okay. Okay.
Just the same as when you grabbed the Chardolin pickaxe before, Rez, while looting the Duergar. This time your hand caresses the statue and you feel the same allure, the same attractiveness, the same greed fill your body as you run your hand along the black crystalline surface. You surmise that this is made out of the same material as the Duergar's pickaxe.
Do I want to keep this statue now?
You do love it. It is very lovely. However, you cannot think of a way to steal it.
Larry could find a way. Is it shiny?
It is rather shiny.
But it's also 15 foot tall and hollowed out.
We put some wheels underneath it and hoist it up on top. And then we push it out.
Let's just take the town and push it over there.
Rez, if you look in the chat, this is what you witnessed in a picture of the statue you saw.
Is there wait, so is there a woman tied to it now?
Not currently. She disappeared when you saw her briefly.
Okay, guys, I thought it was just a part of the statue, but there was a lady who was tied to the statue. And now there is no lady tied to she had blonde hair, it was like covering her face, and I just thought it was part of the statue, you know? But now I realize it wasn't because, you know, she's not there anymore.
The Ice Queen?
As you guys are having this conversation, one of the guards hears you guys. So, you saw her?
There was a lady here.
Look, don't let any of the guards hear that I said this, but you guys just saw the White Lady.
Oh, that sounds mean.
Who is the white lady?
I see her all the time in here. If you say her name, they say that she follows you. And for whatever reason, she really likes this statue.
The creepiest thing I think I've ever heard.
The White Lady went out at sea.
There she is, right behind you!
Where? No, I should really go back to my post, actually. She could be listening to us right now.
Shall we go to the white lady? Looking ominously at the party like, ooh.
Oh.
Yes.
Plus, it is
She
related
sounds
somehow.
nice.
Would my Arcana check of 20 give me any information about what this could be?
Yes, you know that this statue is made out of pure Chardolin, a magical reagent-like material, Aralas, which absorbs any spell cast into it. However, you do not know how it could have disappeared, and exactly what it is still very paranormal in nature.
Interesting.
Since you rolled such a high, if you have any other questions about Chardolin, you would know that.
Okay.
Alright. If you guys so wish, you can exit the town hall and make your way to the White Lady Inn.
We should do that. That sounds logical.
Agreed.
Aralas, do you wish to have Orly scout out the interior of the town hall?
I will post him outside the windows and peek in for a bit, so he could telepathically tell me if he sees anything more, but I don't want him inside as of yet.
Okay. On the way to the White Lady Inn, Orly scours the vicinity, and through your surveillance, Aralas, you discover 24 different rooms in total, or at least those that you can see through the exterior windows. Inside of these rooms, they all look identical, with 4 cots on 2 bunk beds displayed on the east and western section of each room. There is a writing desk with a candle, some lit, some not, depending on the room that Orly is visiting, and you do find the speaker's chambers through a very broad set of double windows on the western face of the building. At the highest room, Orly gleams in through those windows and sees a man. Scruffy beard and light hair. He seems to be in his early 30s and is very busy at a writing desk. White-skinned, human, the speaker, Daneth Wayland. Immediately following your surveillance, Aurelas, you guys come to the White Lady. A short line out the front, which soon enters as you guys make your way by. This is definitely one of the more popular locales within inside of the city. As you guys near to the front, you see that the windows are iced up. Would you like to enter the building?
Very much so. How lively is it? Is it a double door or a single door?
This is a single door, above which the words "The White Lady" are sprawled out with what looks like a handmade sign. As you guys enter now,
Brett loves a good tavern, so he opens the door and looks in with excitement.
as you do so, you can see a bard playing his fiddle. A halfling with black hair, very fresh young face. He seems to be in his late teens. However, the violin is playing, not in his hands, but levitating in the corner of the room. The halfling himself is holding court in the corner of the room, guarded next to a human, a female dwarf, and a male minotaur. Furried skin and a bull-like snout. He has two large horns which protrude over his shoulders, bound in meditation and prayer. The three of them next to this halfling, standing on the table with his bare feet. "Oh, dear White Lady, if you are out there, make yourselves known to us now." As he stops in the seance for but a brief moment. The group then snaps out of their meditative state and looks at the window in unison. As they do so, in the cold frost condensation, you see the words written. Invisible dwarves. The group gasps simultaneously, and the halfling looks about as the music stops. That will conclude today's seance. I don't know the meaning of her words, but we will investigate this further on next week's study.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Master Ronaldo. We'll be looking forward to the next seance.
Of course. Of course. As he looks over at all of you. Ahem! Artemis, we have some new guests.
Oh,
As you guys see from the back, a red scaled dragonborn pipes up behind the curtain.
yes. Make yourselves at home. I am Artemis. This is the lovely bard.
Ronaldo.
That's right.
Oh, it is a pleasure to meet you both. And I make my way over to the bar, talk to Artemis. Say, oh, you said your name was Artemis, correct, sir?
Yes, sir. Artemis Flimbrin Takminastaya of Timantha. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, you too. How many rooms do you have available at the moment?
At the moment, we have 3 rooms. However,
Oh,
they are broad enough to accommodate your whole party.
each one of them.
Yes. You were all together on the same ticket, I take it.
Oh, yes, that would be true. Let us rent out 2 rooms for the evening. Actually, for 2 nights. It would be. How much would that run me back?
That will run you exactly 6 silver pieces.
For 2 nights?
Yes.
Oh, I set down 2 gold,
Oh.
and I say, I hope this will supply us with some drinks for the evening, as well as some food throughout the evening as well.
Thank you very much. Would you like your change back in copper or mostly silver, sir?
Oh no, those are both for you. Just keep the drinks and the food coming.
Oh, well, terrific. Keep playing, Ronaldo. These are honored guests.
Oh, thanks for the tip.
Is there any other way we can make your stay more helpful?
Who takes those keys now, please?
Okay. He goes under the desk and gives you a wrought iron key ring with 2 wrought iron keys.
Now they look shabby, but I promise they work.
I take one of the keys off and put it in my pocket. Look to Alistair, throw him the key ring with the other key on it. And say, okay, you guys are in one room and I'm in the other one.
Absolutely. Now, if you don't mind, I have some other customers to tend to.
Absolutely. Just, keeps the drinks coming for us.
Of course.
As the Dragonborn goes over and speaks to one of his employees sending her off for drinks, you see him talking to the other humans at the tavern. Eventually, Ronaldo, as he sets his violin to play automatically, goes to the table. Say, you guys heard about the specter, the ghost, the phantom of the White Lady?
Yes, we know.
How tall is what's his name again?
Ronaldo.
How tall is Ronaldo?
He's about 3'6".
So he's taller than me, but I'm gonna come up to him. I'm gonna kind of square up. Just
Oh.
I forgot what I was gonna do.
A new partitioner, I see. Would you care to join the seance, my dear lady?
Of course.
Good.
Oh, what seance would that be?
Why the seance? To assemble the attention of the White Lady. Rumor has it, she is keeping her treasure locked to her at the bottom of the sea.
Okay, so how do you communicate with her?
Well, you
With
see.
your violin over there.
Well, you see, only mystics and supernatural paranormal types like myself have the right-born ability to communicate with the dead. However, the more partitioners I have in the seance, the stronger my connection to the other side is.
I look around the party and I'm like, huh? You guys want to do a seance?
Can I roll to check for bullshit?
That would be an insight check.
Yeah, $10. This guy's a fucking fraud.
Alistair just wholeheartedly believes it's bullshit. He's not even going to try and look into it.
Larry, you suspect that he might be telling the truth. Erlond, you know that he is full of shit.
You know,
And wait!
in the meantime, I've noticed that you are you actually playing that violin?
Why, of course. I am a wonderful bard of the Brilhante Institute. I trained under Artemis here and came up from Timanther with my skills in tow.
Slowly, this conversation, I should have said this at the beginning. Every now and then there's just a little drum beat, even though Rez's hands, are up here. There's a little drum beat coming. It starts out faint, and it starts getting louder as I'm talking to him, going in rhythm with his violin.
How are you playing the drums?
With my mage hand. I have the drum on my hip.
Terrific. Erlond, as a matter of fact, in your society and culture, Erlond, the tribes always had an associated chieftain who would elect a shaman. It was the shaman's responsibility, Erlond, to connect with the dead and speak to spirits. And you know that this halfling is no shaman.
Oh, so it really sounds like it takes a terror or a wear on your body. How do you feel after doing it so much?
Well, I gotta be honest, it is a little draining. But every step towards the truth is, well, a milestone, even if it is just an inch.
Ah, yes.
I mean, look,
True.
just today
truth
the
is
White
such a
Lady
good
has
thing.
told us this message on the ice. Invisible dwarves. My, who knows what that could mean. But maybe it's a clue. Maybe there's an invisible dwarf who holds the secret to her buried treasure. I guess we'll never know.
How do you find this invisible dwarf?
That's a good question.
But it did say invisible dwarves, correct? Plural?
That's
Multiple-
another good point. Maybe there's a whole institution of invisible dwarves, perhaps disguised by, not spells, no, but by society, yes. Maybe there is a group of dwarves beneath this very city, pulling at the heartstrings and making us beat to their toe. My, someone's got to stop them. Someone! At my next seance. Meet me here tomorrow evening.
Whoa.
Violin when you are not, on autopilot.
Well, the violin belongs to me.
And how good are you on it?
Oh, terrific.
Care to put up 5 gold?
For what exactly?
I pull my dulcimer in front of me and open it and say, "Me against you."
A contest, huh? Maybe later.
Musical challenge.
No, I'm kind of, tapped out from the seance. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I can't perform against you. But if you show up at the seance tomorrow, I'll give you a run for that gold. I promise.
Oh, okay. I understand. No, it's okay. You're just a coward.
Coward? Well, those are fighting words. But,
That's the point. I'm trying to start a musical fight.
I'm from North Farthing. We get into fights all the time. Especially with more fearsome blokes than you. I think I'll pass.
Admitted defeat, then. I would never turn down a musical challenge.
At about that time, Artemis comes into the room.
I'm so sorry. Your drinks will be ready. We've had an issue in the kitchen. It seems as though we're all out of honeydew. If you'd like to buy some of the quarter leg we have on stock, it'll cost you an extra 5 silver.
I gave you 2 whole gold.
Yes. Was that for the drinks as well?
That's what I said. I said keep the drinks coming.
Okay. Sorry for the confusion.
That is my open tab.
I see. I apologize for the confusion. Dana will be out soon with your beverages.
Alistair's gonna pull out a bottle of his mead and just start drinking it in front of him.
As he goes into the back, you inevitably see a very thin but buxtrous woman come out. White linen top with a black apron that disguises her legs to the ankles. As she walks, you can hear her wooden clogs as they hit the hardwood floor. All right, here are your drinks. Water, honeydew. I hope 5 pints a quarter leg is all right.
Just fine.
All right, enjoy your time in the White Lady Inn. She gives you a small curtsy and heads off to some other customers. At this time, it's about 4:30. 19 hours, well, 18 and a half until the execution to be scheduled. Would you guys like to take a long rest in your rooms?
Real quick, while we have the party here, all sitting down drinking. Rez wants.
Is it a safe place to talk?
Yeah, like how noisy is the bar?
Oh, it's very
Like,
noisy. Yeah.
We have a conversation without being overheard.
Yeah, the
Without-
Dale lands are less populated than most regions and realms. However, this is the most populated inn or social resort of Easthaven. There's about 25 people inside of a room which can house 50.
So we're essentially like lost amongst the crowd with the noise, right?
You are, and if you'd like to, you can even sit in a corner where there are no adjacent tables.
Yeah, let's go find the most secluded table we can find before we're having this conversation.
It's a round table beneath the head of a decapitated boar.
Oh, it was
I've always heard of the stories of knights at the round table.
okay. So Aurelis and I talked to this Dazan,
Zan. Yes.
and he doesn't seem like that good of a guy.
Agreed. He's a bit of an asshole.
Yes, and so the question is, should we use our time over the next day and a half to convince Imdra that he should go free, even though he, slaughtered the Fighters Guild, essentially crippling the city, or we should just leave it alone and have him executed at 11 tomorrow, and be there and just watch from the front row saying bye-bye. It is awfully cold, and going to those bonfires is awfully nice.
What is an execution?
Oh, it's where, how yesterday they were about to burn him alive.
Oh, yeah.
That is an execution. It can also come in the form of cutting someone's head off really quick, or
Oh, well, it doesn't
or-
just be
or-
fire.
or tying someone to a rope by their neck and then dropping them really quick.
Oh, that's.
But he also murdered people. Like,
Yes, no,
yeah.
he
I might
murdered.
try that
No,
one.
not even execution. Execution is what you do to bad people who are there, and it's not a fight. You just kill them.
But that's
Meanwhile-
what he deserves.
He
Furlong
deserves
is-
execution because he
Furlong
murdered.
is like trying to hold his stone in his hand and just like kind of whisper in it as like a memory stone. Just be like, okay, so like rope around the neck, and then drops the body. Okay, and
That's another way. That's another way. Looking at the stone, you can set the person you're to execute, set them in one place, and then a whole bunch of people get rocks and stones and just chuck it at them until they're dead.
That's nice. I like that one.
Oh, there's another one where you look like a T.
So basically, this man is he's been my mentor, and I was caught in between a slimy situation I did not mean to cause, and in a short story, when I needed him to defend me, he was not there. So basically, I am torn between helping him or letting him rot in jail. But a part of me believes in some good intentions, and also I feel the way he spoke, he could come back to haunt us if he wants to avenge himself if we don't help him. But I'm very torn between all those.
Oh, none of us know this design. You do. We could all come up with excuses of why to, let him die. All come up with
Yes.
reasons. But I think ultimately, this is just my opinion, ultimately it comes up to you. I mean, you know this man. You have known this man. He has wronged you, but he has helped you.
Indeed, I'm a little bit torn.
Alright, so as you guys continue your conversation, wrapping up the nighttime events, are you finished and ready to sleep?
Has food been
Um,
brought to us?
As a
Yes,
matter of fact,
just
it has not.
just to close the conversation, I will relay that the man wants an item in the cave with his accomplice, the hag.
Yes, there were several. Are we going? Okay, so we have to go take care of this white snow wizard lady, this crazy lady, for Imdra. Is that in the caves to the east, or is that on the other side of the lake?
You guys recall that that is in the caves to the east. However, the caves to the east are on the other side of the lock.
Okay, so wait, why would the guards put what he stole in the same cave? Unless there are multiple caves to the east? Because there's something in one of the caves to the east, as well as, one cave has treasure, and the other cave has a hag.
Well,
What if it's
this Imdra lady wants us to recover some people if there's prisoners. And also there's some magic items there to retrieve, whether for her or for the Zan. So
Absolutely.
we could have a bargaining chip.
But
And
by the
yes,
time the ferry is good to go, Dazan will be dead.
unless we come back within 10 hours.
Or we take the other boats
No,
and
yes, but
fix them up.
there's only two of us here who know how to sail. And these are small boats, and we'd have to be cutting through ice. I think it would be better to have a ship that's made to go through the ice. I think going on the ferry is the best choice we have. It's the best bet. So if we go on the ferry, Dazan will be dead by the time we even leave.
That is true. And just a correction, because you all would know this, even though it's been a week for the players, it's just been less than a day for the characters. the giant caves, that's where the hag is. However, the treasure of the White Lady that was alluded to might not even exist. It's
Well,
kind
no,
of a,
not
it's
not
kind
the
of a
treasure of the
legend.
White Lady, but he said Dazan said he overheard guards talking, and said that the magical item that he had stolen from the Fighters Guild
Correct.
was hidden in the caves to the east.
Correct.
So, are those the same caves that the hag is in?
You were not certain.
She is his accomplice and friend, he said. So I do not think it is a good idea to have this whole city against us if we help the criminal.
No, this man killed many people. I don't think we should let him live. But that's just me again. Oralis, it comes down to you. You know this man.
The only way I see things happening in any good way is if I use sleep, or maybe if Erland retrieves or finds the hat he is seeking in that building. Maybe with Orly we could, if we think it's a good idea to make this happen. I am unsure myself still.
Well, let's hear what Erland, Glenn, and Alistair have to say.
He promises a part in the Brotherhood of.
Oh yes, I forgot to mention that. Yes, he
The
offered
Arcane
us.
Brotherhood.
Yes, he offered us a spot in the Arcane Brotherhood.
As Erlon's listening to this, he is feeding a ration to Tiger, and he says, I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know the way this all works, and it's just unfair for me to even have a vote. I'm
Yeah.
torn as well.
I mean,
I-
I don't
if
really
it-
care about arcane brotherhoods and all. You know, I'm more into clerical types, so the arcane brotherhood doesn't matter. And aside, didn't he kill all the Fighters Guild members? I mean, killing a bunch of guys, that's almost as bad as being a slaver.
That's a good point.
He promises maybe shinies and magical items. This is the only positive out of this.
But exactly are shinies and magical items worth, you know, the integrity of the group as a whole? Larry, I know what you would say.
But I love my friends.
Well,
Yes, I do not mean to put the group in danger at all, especially for this man. He does not, and he says he has other means, so his life is not completely at stake.
So there is something to note. If this man disappears, if this man dies, you know, tomorrow being executed, he did say that he might have some allies out in Dugan's hole. So, you know, if we let this man die and somehow he can communicate to his allies in Dugan's hole, you know, there might be people coming after us.
He can't communicate if he's dead.
This man is, correct me if I'm wrong, Oralis, but this man is a wizard, correct?
Yes, he is very skilled, and somehow he must know many spells we do not.
Yes, he could have told his companions already.
Yes.
If we do, and we're fucked if we don't.
Exactly.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I do not mean to put your lives in danger. It's only in Dugan's hole, I think.
Well, let's avoid Dugan's hole, shall we?
Of course, seems so easy. Just to not go there. Or if we go, I need to be in a disguise, and we're fine, I believe.
well, I appreciate the sympathies there, Aralas. However, we're gonna end up inside this cave one way or another. If we're gonna get Imdra to do what we want, anyways.
I say if we stay on Imdra's good side, stay on the city's good side. This man has wronged them. He has murdered their friends and their family for nothing more than a magical item.
I am unsure, since he has not helped me in the past, that he even cares about me needing his help.
And
with
who's
the
to say
events
he
happening.
would even repay the favor once he got out?
Yes, I have high doubt, as I need to find another elven friend in the location he revealed, and maybe this will be a way to not need his help at all. Dizan is not to be trusted, I feel, and let's admit he's quite evil. Unless Alistar, you are wanting to get in the Brotherhood of the Wizards for the items.
Alistair's gonna finish his bottle of mead. Let him die. Who needs him?
I'm
Sounds like a right
inclined.
bastard.
I'm inclined to go with the captain on this one.
Okay, so, real quick. All in favor of doing nothing and letting this man be executed tomorrow? Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All in favor of trying to save him?
I'm unsure myself, so unsure. So many emotions, but my judgment.
Think on it
Out.
tonight.
We will. I feel we will come. He will cross our paths again later. I'm
If
sure.
if it comes to saving him, then we will not use violence. We will use our words. This man is not worth killing for. But maybe at the very least he might be worth speaking for. But if that doesn't work, then I'm sorry to say, then he's going to be executed. But I suggest you sleep on it, Aurelius.
Yes, maybe. If only we had a friend who could stealth in the night, pop out of a rock.
Oh,
and,
speaking of that, Larry, can you even activate your rock, or does he just pop out on his own?
I have my rock, correct? I believe I do.
Yeah, it ended up back in your possession, I believe.
No, I pull it out and I shake it vigorously. Yeah, no.
I put it back.
Okay, so it's only when, like, he wants to come out.
Yes.
Okay. So, okay. So I say we sleep on it. We will re-adjourn here in the morning. I have some business to attend to down here before I head to sleep. So if you have anything else to discuss, you guys have a good night, okay? And Rez gets up, goes to the corner where Ronaldo is, doesn't talk to him yet, sitting a little far away from him, and just starts tuning his dulcimer.
Erland is going to. So, are we going to watch Rez kick this guy's ass?
I'd rather not. And Alistair's gonna get up and go to the room.
Just to be clear, that room was for all of you guys.
Yeah, Alistair locked himself in there.
Everyone else is just going to be out of fucking room.
Well, there are 2 rooms.
Yeah, and Rez is taking one for himself.
There you go.
And Alistair took one for himself.
I'm so tired. I'm gonna go take the other one.
Well, Rez had one key. Alistair had the other key.
That's right. Larry, would you like to try to picklock the room?
I'll just watch the fight.
Okay. As you sit there for a while, Ronaldo inevitably does take notice of you, Bartholomew, after filing his nails. So, really can't give it a rest, can you?
Oh, I thought about what you said, and maybe a fight isn't what either of us need right now. How
Really?
about how about you play something that you're really good at, and I'll jump in.
Oh, sure. A little friendly duet, huh? Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. Try this one on for size. As he starts to play his fiddle. It jumps into the intonation quick and then strikes a few deceptive notes. The melodical tempo is really hard to pin down because it is so spontaneous and so beautiful. But would you like to attempt anyways?
Yeah, so I pull out my dual summer. Don't put down the kick pedals because I kind of want to be moving around them. I get my pan flute into place. I'm mage handing a beat to go along after I've kind of picked up what he's doing. I start putting down some drum to go with it. And then I slowly start hitting a string every now and then eventually start coming in and playing with him. Should I roll a performance check?
Alright, that's how you do it. Now see if you can keep up with this. And as it turns really sharply, that's when you would roll performance. And you meet it. You narrowly are able to predict where he's going with the song next, and as he turns in that direction. Hey, you're not pretty good, but this is what separates the adepts from the guild masters. And about that time, the song really starts to pick up. So much so that he's going to roll me a performance check as well. Alright, 17 for him, not bad. Go ahead with your next roll. Alright.
No!
You keep up, just narrowly. Just narrowly, and you stay in there. And he looks at you before the song finally crescendos and comes to an abrupt halt. As he brings his string off, you hit a couple beats expecting more, but it is over, and he looks at you. Not bad. There might be some hope for you left, half-elf.
I go to shake his hand with a confused look on my face. Oh, yes, okay, yes, you did great. That was excellent playing with you.
And as he shakes your hand, he brings himself up to your face and motions you over as if he wants to whisper you something.
I lean in.
Looks like we're both not as we appear to be.
You seem yourself to be a very merry man.
Well, that ostensibly is correct. However, I tire. I'll see you tomorrow night at the seance, okay?
Sounds good. And Rez himself is also gonna head up to that other room, unlock it, walk into the large empty room, close the door, lock it behind him, and for the next 2 hours before he goes to sleep, on the other side of the wall and outside in the hall, you can hear the, melancholy, mournful, hopeful song that he always plays.
As you guys walk in, each room is wide and abroad with all the luxuries afforded to a master's suite. The beds are soft and wide enough, especially for you, Larry, as you sink down into your soft cushion of heavy quilts and a soft pillow as well. Those of you which can sleep, or should I say must sleep, you sleep an extra hour due to the wonderful brevity of it all. As you do so, go ahead and roll me an insanity check, Alistair. That's a d20 plus your intelligence modifier to see if you receive the benefits of this long rest. And Oralas and Erland, you guys wake up on time at 6 a.m. However, the rest of the crew is still sleeping.
I would meditate as soon as I can, and I would leave early, very early.
Yeah.
4 hours
Agreed.
ahead of the guys.
I hope my music didn't distract you from meditating.
Do I make the check still?
No, you don't need to make a check, since you guys are doing your meditating. You're all good. And Alistair, despite the insanity that you accrued through your days at sea, you sleep soundly nonetheless. As you guys all awake.
So we
the
wake
next-
up at, or so we come to at 2 a.m.
Well, Erland and Alistair, you guys are meditating, so you don't really ever go to sleep or come to, but you guys are awake at the end of the long rest, whereas your party members are not.
I will go outside that building where Dizan is held prisoner.
2 guards stand stalwart, however you can tell these are 2 different guards, not the original ones you saw the day before.
Is there any way to bypass the guards and be unseen?
Not unseen, but you might be able to talk your way past them. there are a few other exits to this building. You can do like a full scope if you want to roll me an investigation check.
Yeah, I will do so. I'm very agile, so maybe there's a way.
Yeah, as you look around, the front door is obviously the best entrance. However, you spot two other entrances. There is a very well secured and strong door on the back. It's actually wrapped with two chains and what appears to be the remnants of a barbell on the other side, which keeps it closed. However, it is a back door with no guards. And you do notice on the top floor, there is a window that is open.
I will try to climb all the way.
Okay, I'm going to say that you don't need to. And as you get to the top, or need to roll rather, and as you get to the top, you lean over with your eyes as you look into the speaker's private bedchamber.
Do I see him? Is he asleep?
He is actually still at his desk in the same position he was the day before. It doesn't even look like he's gone to bed, as his bed is still immaculately made. You do watch as the door opens and a guard and him have a quick conversation. As the guard leaves angrily, the speaker continues to write. What will you do?
Oh my god. I'm in the window. He does not see me.
Not yet.
I will cast sleep right at him. It's not casting. Oh, that's so weird. Okay, so it's 5d8. So if his health is below 23, he falls asleep for a minute.
As you watch, his face goes out from under him, his hands fall out, and he falls face down into his writing work, smearing ink on his face in the process.
Okay, I will get Orly to be at the door. Orly, check the door if there's anybody coming in, and I will try to find that fucking hat.
As you walk in, so you're actually, now you're mantling over the window and going into the space?
Yeah, I'll get in and I'll start trying to find some stuff.
As you get in, roll me a stealth check. We'll see if you can get through this window. And you do so without making any undue noise. As you get in, you search around. In his pockets, you find another dark iron, or should I say wrought iron key ring, this time with a golden key. You also, unfortunately we didn't expect for this, you discover inside of his chest a number of luxurious fabrics, pins, writing material are extremely abundant in Speaker Daneth Wayland's room, and you also uncover a small bag, hat-sized you might say.
We'll open it.
Inside this has a very well-kept tweed hat, not Dazan's, but it is nice.
Okay, I will cast Detect Magic. Is there anything that pops up?
There's nothing magic in his room. However, you do suspect a huge magical aura. One in the shape of the Chardolin statue, the other in the shape of a hat. And they are on the first floor.
I do understand. It is not here. I will take a shiny pen, the shiniest, for Larry.
Yes, and it is a very nice pen, fluted down the center with a nice hamon which comes to the break, and at the edge of the point, it's actually beflexed in 2 points, like a ballpoint pen.
Okay, I believe I will have maybe 20 seconds. I will oversee the documents he's writing, see if there's anything fishy and incriminating, and I will be gone through the window. Can I reach the first floor from the windows, or should I need to venture in the corridors?
Unfortunately not. You'd have to go down the corridors. And throughout the paperwork which you surveil, not only do you not find anything fishy, but from what you can tell, this guy is actually a very upstanding citizen. What discrepancies you do find in the accounting have been done or made so to afford the people of Easthaven a higher quality of life.
Okay, I will be gone, and I will try the corridor.
As you open the corridor in the hallway, you come face to face with Imdra Arlaggath, the captain of the watch. She looks down the corridor. Oh, well, hello, Uranus. It is good morning. What business did you have with the speaker, if you do not mind my asking?
We discussed the politics of the cities we were in. It seems there were a lot of trouble, and the speakers there. There's been issues I needed to report.
Yes.
I will close the door, and I'll get Orly to pop away, and I will get closer to her. And yes, he seems to be quite a buzzy man. So I only got a couple words, and
Yes.
he maybe even took me for a guard at some point. I'm not quite sure.
Well, why don't you come out here with me? Because he's very busy writing his final dissertation in regards to the trial. Wouldn't want to bother him with any undue annoyance, would we?
Of course. Yes, it would be my pleasure.
As your detect magic spell is still active, you sense that magic aura, the location of the hat, is pinpointed. No longer on the first floor, it is in her possession.
It was the hat she was wearing, dude.
Is it on her forehead?
Yes.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Fuck.
She really said, "Damn, this boy had a nice hat."
You did.
Now then, as I understand, you spoke to Captain Jackson about the ferry. If he's taking you to the giant caves, you might want to go while there's still light out.
Of course, yes. My friends, they are big sleepers.
Oh
they're
yes.
not elves.
Imagine the life of a human, constantly going to sleep, living for an undue amount of time. It must be awful.
Oh, it's crazy, but they are good company. So yes, I like to be checking the guards' quarters and the militia, and make sure every city is as safe as it could be.
Yes, absolutely. Speaking of our human allies, I really ought to check on the speaker.
Of course, please go. He seemed exhausted. I am not gonna lie. Do you want me to perhaps be on my way to get my group ready for the morning? I think it
I
will
think
be
that
time
would be
for.
better for both of us.
Of course. Well, thank you for your time, and this, I must admit, I am very pleased, and I feel safe in this city. It seems well kept, with good people.
Well, thank you. We really do try to make it an exemplary one.
Well, I wish you a good day. We shall be back with your prisoners tonight. Should by any means you wish to keep the man alive for another day as we come back, I questioned him the best I could, but you could tell he's very mysterious. He's a hard one to crack, and my friend Rez, he needed to rest before he could work on him a bit more. So if another day is something we can get, that could be good in everybody's favor.
Of course. Well, maybe when this is all over, you and I can talk about matters of politics more over a drink.
It
Alright.
it is a pleasure. I wish you the greatest of day.
The pleasure is all mine. Nelbenoresh, which is goodbye in Elven.
I will repeat it, and I will power walk my ass crack back.
And as you do so, you hear the sound, "Excuse me, Speaker Waylon," as she tries to rouse him from his sleep. However, you're down the corridor and she doesn't have enough time to ask you any questions.
It
And
would
you're-
be fading soon enough.
This
so
close.
it'd be waking up soon enough.
Oh yes, and as you go out the door on the other side, you see the guards kind of look at each other.
Would you let him in? Yeah, I did.
I was here yesterday, guys. Please,
Yeah, we remember.
yes. I wish you a good day. You need to stand your ground and make sure nothing happens in here, eh?
Uh-huh.
Good day.
Yeah.
Power walk.
You're
This
this
butt
close
crack
to
needs to
being
get
fucked.
back.
You were that close, man.
As you make
Oh,
it
good morning, lady.
As you go to the rest of your friends, Erland, what are you doing?
So with my extra time in the morning, I'm gonna take Tiger, and where is on this map? Where is our inn?
Your inn is the White Lady Inn that you were staying at, so it is way over here.
Okay, but it's right by the water.
Yeah,
Slash ice.
yeah, it's very close. As a matter of fact, the building of the White Lady Inn borders the sea.
Okay. what state is the ocean in right now?
I'm sorry, not the sea. The lock. The lock is mostly frozen with some few loose parts since it is the daylight, but not completely solid.
Okay. So are there spots like out on a port for,
Yeah.
or could I walk on it?
You can find loose parts of the frozen lock, which are broken apart with cold water exposed underneath.
Okay. I'm gonna go up like and try and walk just barely out by the port right here.
Okay.
And I just kind of want to get Tiger to hunt some fish and
Seems
get him
very
to play around.
seems very taken aback. As far as you can tell, Tiger has never witnessed water of this magnitude or frozen ice like this. Seems as though his Yeti mother only fed him jungle rabbits and hares. As he nears the water, you can tell he's very anxious, as even before you place him in, he starts instinctually paddling and frantically swinging his arms. As you bring him down to the water, though, he...
Cold.
And then soon you see the primal, predatorial nature of Tiger take over. As the anxiety flees, he begins darting around frantically with his eyes.
And I've got him on my leash.
As he pushes his hand out, you don't have enough time to see it, but as he recoils it, you see in his hand a leaping white Arctic toad. As it flexes, trying to get out of his hand, he quickly shreds it as blood squirts from the top, and he puts the remains of the carcass in his mouth.
Oh, good one, Tiger. Good catch.
He lets out a small burp.
And then I'm gonna toss him like, I'm gonna flick him a little bit of a ration as like a treat.
He crumbles it into his mouth and begins chewing, and then licks the blood from his palm. Even though this predatorial display is revolting for some, you kind of admire the little guy and thinks it's adorable.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna kind of just spend the morning. I'll walk back up on the port. Him and I just chilling, playing around on the port.
As you sit there for a while, you see some people actually board off of a small, very small ship which they had been scooting around in off of the coastline. As they get off, the women aboard the very tiny vessel scamper off down the dock. One of the men lingers on and looks as you guys share a bit of awkward eye contact, and then just walks away.
Okay. I'm gonna...
They are shit scared. However, the man is really interested that somebody has a pet Yeti.
Oh.
Even
Okay.
You're
I
getting...
didn't know.
Yeah, you're getting better at reading expressions being outside of the city.
Okay.
Inevitably.
All right. Yeah, and we're just gonna be out there until the party wakes up.
There you go. As Oralas is just getting back, they weren't there in time to wake you guys up. However, your natural circadian systems come into effect, everybody else, and you wake up at 7 a.m. All in the same room.
Alistair's gonna open another
Hello.
bottle of mead and take a drink.
Jesus, Alistair.
You know, Cap, you might want to save a little bit of that. They're out in most taverns.
Hey, I think I got the whole stock.
That you did. Alright, Larry, you awake?
Yes.
How are you feeling?
Well rested, I think.
That's good. Did you want to go wake up Rez?
I suppose.
Alright. Well, let's go do it.
I just want to, like, bang on the door.
Rez, as you come to in the morning, without even a second, you are still deep in sleep as you hear...
Wait, Garrett. Can I'm typing out a message for you on Discord right now, so for what I wanted to do in the morning.
Okay, you might want to whisper those because I'm going to have to tab up of everyone's webcams to look at it on Discord.
Yeah, I'll...
Copy paste.
Well, yeah.
But keep in mind, this is how you would wake up regardless, because you've been asleep hitherto.
Yeah. Never mind then. Okay. Oh goodness. Oh Lord. And I come to the door, all groggy and tired.
Are you ready?
Through the door. Larry, is that you?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be down in a minute. Just give me a moment to get ready.
Fine. Is there a breakfast?
As a matter of fact, there is. As you soon leave Rez's door, the scent of freshly baked trout and summer grass fills your nostrils. A very melancholic dish because your mother used to make summer grass for you in the mornings, Larry.
I will eat it all like a monster.
As you go and you eat the ready breakfast, Artemis comes down wiping some soot off his forehead.
Yes, that was for the daily customers. However, the bard left quite a sizable tab, so eat well. Yes. I think the tab will cover it, surely, yes.
Alistair's gonna sit down, grab some food, start eating. Wave down the barkeep. Oi, you got any more drink?
Hey, yes, quarter leg. We're well stocked up.
Gonna put down 3 gold. Bring me all the bottles this'll buy.
Absolutely, sir.
As he goes back for but a brief second, because it doesn't take him too long to pick up a crate, and as he carries it back.
Yes, sir, that is 6.5 bottles.
Hey, thank you. And he's gonna start putting it into his bag.
Of course.
One by one. One hand still shoveling food into his mouth.
As the barkeep,
The
as the barkeep looks in your direction, Rez.
Oh, welcome, sir, and what will you be having?
biscuits and gravy.
Did you read the message?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Let me whisper something else to you.
Very secretive game of Dungeons and Dragons.
That it is.
Oh, good morning, everybody. I went out for a walk.
As you watch, Aralas enters from the front door, everybody. Down from the staircase, you guys watch a mercenary step down. Not too dissimilar from the Zintarim you guys saw earlier. He is a dwarf, covered in what looks like haphazard chainmails and strewn leathers. As Rez continues to type, Erland, you would be making your way back at around this time too, as you have finally concluded training Tiger for the day.
Woo!
As
Oh,
he
I'm gonna
enters
walk
in,
Oh, you guys are awake. Hello.
And good morning to
Okay.
you, Master Elf. Would you like breakfast with the others?
Sure. Whatever you think is best.
right. And Rez, or rather, as you guys see that mountain dwarf step down, Artemis soon feeds Erland.
Oh, yes. And Master Dwarf, what will you be having?
Biscuits and gravy.
Oh yeah, I just think I'll get myself some biscuits and gravy and an ale.
Oh, yes. We don't have gravy. Would bone broth substitute?
Oh yeah, just thicken it up real nice and thick like.
Absolutely.
As this very
Yeah,
foreign-looking dwarf joins you guys at the bar, Artemis soon brings him out his food. Right after he brings you your food, Erland.
Eat well, Master Sea Elf.
Who are you?
Yes, I don't remember giving you a room, Mr.
Oh, my name's just Timothy.
Timothy, yes. Typical dwarven name. Pleasure to meet you, Timothy. Would you like to purchase a room?
Oh, no, I just came in for some drink and some
Splendid.
biscuits and bone broth.
We will have more quarterleg this afternoon. If you would like a pint, speak to that human in the corner.
Oh, yeah. And he just walks away.
Brother
Timothy.
named Tomothy. That's all.
As Alistair gets your attention, Timothy.
Oi, ugly.
Oh, yeah, what can I get for you? And as you look at him, his beard and mustache is like immaculately trimmed and combed.
I don't remember seeing you come in last night. Who are you?
Oh, I already said that. My name's Timothy. Okay, goodbye. And I'm going to go sit in the corner.
Alistair's gonna pull a gun on Timothy.
Well, this is not necessary. Please, Master Human.
Oh, wow. Oh, no. Oh, no. You really shouldn't be doing this.
Don't
I
shoot.
didn't
Dude, what is this voice? I've heard it before.
Don't shoot. This is the White Lady, not the Red Reaver.
Aye, and I don't trust this ugly bastard walking in here.
By the
And I'm
way,
not trying.
director's cut. That is the greased up deaf guy from Family Guy. That is the greased up deaf guy from Family Guy.
Thank you.
Please, Master
I'm
Human,
trying-
don't
I'm
shoot.
trying to talk to you.
Don't shoot.
No.
I won't shoot as soon as Timothy here starts talking.
I didn't even want to say nothing to y'all.
Just a paying customer.
Yes, listen to your little lizard guy there.
He's got the same name as my brother, so I think Timothy doesn't deserve to die just 'cause.
I don't trust your brother either.
Is it the name
This
that
is
you don't
exactly what
trust?
Timothy looks like in the chat.
Alistair's gonna pull the hammer back on his gun.
As you do so, Alistair, and you pull the hammer back, make me a strength or dexterity saving throw. It is up to you. Strength or dexterity.
Okay.
With that, you feel something begin to take hold of the gun as it jerks upward, but then you retain your strength and hold on the pistol. I tried, Artemis.
Hey, there won't be a problem as soon as Timothy here starts talking.
What you want to know?
You one of those bastards out to kill me, aren't you? I know it. I see it.
Seen you before in my life. I don't know who you are. I just wanted my biscuits and bone broth.
Aye, real convenient story.
Listen, there's plenty of bone broth to go around.
Would you like me to buy you some bone broth and biscuits? It's quite the breakfast.
Suddenly, as he says,
Casting-
there's plenty of bone broth to go around, you see Erlon begin to mutter an incantation under his breath. As he casts the spell, who are you holding, Erlon?
Alistair.
But Alistair, even though you are held, you are still pointing the gun at Timothy.
Timothy,
bastards
you
don't
can
stop in a feet,
move.
I'm
He
gonna pull the
won't
trigger.
follow you.
Can Timothy
Um,
tell that he's held now?
Well, he isn't until he rolls a wisdom saving throw. Yeah, Timothy, go ahead and make an Arcana check. Timothy. What a good character. From what you can tell, the spell was successful and he is held. However, Zach, you know that you are not held, and Alistair is free to move.
Start talking, Timothy.
I already offered you some biscuits and bone broth. What more do you want from me?
Is his save not a 12?
Yeah, but Alistair succeeded, so he got an 18.
But I thought his wisdom save was a 12. I thought
Well-
the save was the bottom number.
Bottom or top? No, it's just the first number. So it says 18 on my screen. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he succeeded.
I thought the way that one worked was like wisdom 18 and then the wisdom save.
No, that's I have it set so it rolls twice, so that if there's advantage or
Ah.
disadvantage.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
There you go.
First roll is 18.
Perfect. Yeah. Better start talking, Timothy.
Oh, well, I'm just, I'm Timothy. I don't know what you want to know.
Who you are? You're with that twisted hand.
I don't know. I mean, I've seen their ships. I'm a trader, but I'm a merchant. I don't know.
Well, you admit it. Alright.
I'm not a part of the
Ron.
Twisted Hand, though.
Erlond is just eating his food.
It's like a soap opera.
Alistair's gonna slam down another gold coin. Butterkeep, more drinks.
You've
And
got it.
he's gonna put the gun away, still staring at Timothy. I'll kill you later.
Okay. Does Timothy have his food and ale yet?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all there.
Timothy's gonna go and find a table somewhat near the party.
As you take another gold from your inventory, Alistair comes out with another full bottle.
Now, that's really all the alcohol I can sell. If I sell another bottle, I won't have any for the lunch staff.
And Alistair's just gonna chug a good bit of it and put the rest in his bag.
Yes, Ronaldo, you plan on doing a seance tonight?
Well, yeah, Artemis, almost every night nowadays.
Make sure to put in a word for us, huh? Make sure there's no more shootings if the White Lady can prevent it.
I keep that Timothy away from your shite seance.
Absolutely.
Won't be a shooting.
Yes, and as a matter of fact, you guys want to do the seance right now? You're all here.
Go along with your bullshit.
Is that a yes? As you say that, you already see his eyes begin to fill with white, his hands begin to lift up into the air. Oh, sweetest maiden of the sea, proctor of the mare, and looker of the loch. Ensure with us your strength and sure of sight, and we will spread your word, O sweet white lady. Ahem, he opens one eye. O sweet white lady. You guys have to say it.
Oh, sweet white lady.
Thank you, Mistress Cobalt. Now, everyone, close your eyes. As you guys close your eyes in the seance, is anyone...
Erlond's not gonna close his eyes.
Okay, is anyone gonna...
Alistair's not closing his eyes.
Alright. Oh, sweetest white lady, bless us with a word of fortune for these weary travelers. As they go about on their next quest, ensure that their hand is stalwart and their mind
You just hear the
secure.
clicks of the fork
As you
from
do that...
Erlond's eating.
Erlon, as you're
All
kind of
you hear-
disturbing it with your fork, you guys notice the fiddle's still playing. And then, I need Alistair and Erlond, since they're the only ones awake, or with their eyes open, I should say, to give me a perception check. As the violin continues to play,
Damn.
Erlond, you're too busy. However, Alistair, you see it. The DC was 19 and your natural 20 prevails. As everyone in the seance, Larry, Timothy, and
No, Timothy is at his own table, kind of just watching.
then it is not noticed, as Alistair, you do notice Oralas and Larry, their pockets begin to move. Any place that they keep gold coins seems to be disturbed by an invisible force. And White Lady, as they return from their adventures, see to it that your specters and phantoms do not
I'm gonna
perturb
cast
them.
Hold Person again on the Ronaldo dude.
Okay, keep in mind, Erland, you wouldn't know that this is happening, that the
Oh,
pockets are being picked.
damn.
Alistair's gonna jump up and fire
I take that
his
back.
gun just in the direction of between Larry and Arelis.
That
Hey!
one's a little trigger happy.
You're gonna destroy the seance! What are you doing?
I saw you picking their pockets, you bastard. You're
My
with that Timothy, aren't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. Me and Timothy don't even know each other, right?
I've
Timothy,
neither-
is it true?
Oh, this is some excellent biscuit.
Larry, check your pockets.
Do I still have my stuff?
You do, but you are missing 50 gold pieces.
Arelis, you too.
Listen here, sir. I know exactly how many shinies I have.
Aye, this little prick is stealing from you.
Artemis, can you believe them? Spreading rumors, discharging their weapons in public. I say you kick them out of this establishment and ban them for good.
Eyeballs!
And now I'm gonna cast that hold person.
On
Arelis
Ronaldo?
was gonna ready his gun
Yeah.
again and now pointed at the little seance man.
What is the meaning of this? Unhand my bond. I paid good money for him.
Aye, about stealing.
I will get in the doorway and I'll pop Ollie and say, please find anything you could with his keen sight of perception and stuff.
Timothy
goes around.
goes upstairs in the chaos.
Okay. As Arelis, you send Orly around. Ronaldo sit there with his whole person. He's gonna make me a wisdom save.
Now I've had about enough of these allegations.
Damn it.
Trying to cast a spell. Don't you know that's illegal?
Doing magic, sir.
How about this? How about I don't report to the guard that you cast a spell when they no doubt get here after the sound of that gunshot, and we let bygones be bygones.
Or, no,
I think so. Now,
no.
if you're willing to go to the sea, I think our business is about concluded here.
And at this time, I'm gonna take a piece of my rations and throw it up towards Ronaldo, and Tiger's gonna run up and I'm gonna hold him back so he's really trying to get that piece of rations and kind of showing teeth and stuff.
Ah! Wait! This is unfounded. Artemis, go get the guard!
I want my gold, and I'm not leaving without it.
As you guys see Artemis confused, not knowing what's going on, this pudgy, middle-aged dragonborn makes for the door. You
Hey,
see-
Alistair says that his computer crashed.
Oh no, pours that. So, as Artemis gets to the door, are you guys gonna
He
stop
seemed
him?
very attentive.
Yeah,
he
let's keep
seems
him
like
that way.
he's super focused.
Let's keep him that way.
Tell me more about your problems.
Yeah, let's all do this pose for the thumbnail.
Hang on.
He lagged out! He lagged out, shit. Oh no.
Everybody go! Wait, did Eric's go out too? Because
No,
they're
Eric's
on the
good.
same Wi-Fi?
Eric's frozen.
Oh, I don't see him at all on my screen.
Oh, no, I guess they
I
crashed.
think their Wi-Fi's went out.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, my computer crashed. I'm not sure why.
I think Eric's did too. Your internet might have just failed.
Yeah, maybe.
Are you on your phone?
Yeah, I got it on my phone while my computer's rebooting.
That's alright. Yeah, we'll wait on Eric in the meantime. You know, I kind of wish I was one of those dungeon masters that didn't prepare. Because if I
Hey,
was...
this is a good time for a bathroom break, guys.
You know what it is?
Yeah,
Yeah,
bathroom break.
Yeah, bathroom breaks. Good job, Remy. As we are all inside of the White Lady Inn, the barkeep Artemis gets up, confident in his ability to gain the attention of a city guard and put this to rest. As he gets to the door, his hand hits the bar, and as he goes to push the door open, what do you guys do?
Gonna open up my cannon arm and point it at him.
Oh,
Alright, stay right there.
what is the meaning of this?
Your friend here is robbing us blind, and I'm not taking too kindly to it.
I'm going to get
You
the
stand
guard.
right there. We'll clean this up ourselves, and no one will get hurt.
He puts the door back.
Do what you will, but leave Dana out of this. Her shift starts in an hour.
gonna turn my attention back to the little halfling. Alright, who's your friends? Picking the pockets.
I've got absolutely no idea what you're talking about. And as a matter of fact, I think I'll be taking my break early today, Artemis.
I'm gonna take a step forward, pointing the gun with a little more intent at him.
Erlon's gonna be slowly loading his light crossbow, kind of just like after he finishes his meal. He's got his light crossbow, got Tiger. He's like,
Orly's trying to
Again,
find
how do you-
the people.
I see how this is gonna go. He bends down and looks at your small creature there. Good puppy. As he goes to pet Tiger's head, he reaches out of his other pocket and pulls a ring that he slips onto his finger.
and at that point, I'm gonna shoot him in the leg. And
Pulling the trigger.
crossbow.
Roll to hit. Are you wait,
Yeah.
pulling the trigger, are you shooting Artemis?
No, I'm shooting the halfling.
Alright.
Where's? Hang on, I gotta find it on my sheet.
I'm shooting the little shit putting on a ring.
Gotcha.
Ah,
Totally understood. What did you
my roll stuck.
Did it? Alright, you miss. And as you both miss, he turns invisible. Just then, the guards near the outside from the sound of the gunshot, about 30 feet away, Artemis looks.
Oh, well, look, the guards are on their way. I don't know where Ronaldo went. However, I will tell the guards the truth, and I will expect that you all do the same.
The truth is, the little shite was stealing from us.
I don't know if that is the case.
At about the time
Later,
the guards get to the
you
door.
missing coin?
Alright,
I'm missing coin.
alright, everyone's missing coin. What's going on here? Put your weapons down. 3 city guards come in. They each have the colors tabards, red on one side, blue on the other, with a cobblestone tower in the center.
It's at the same moment that Rez comes back down, looking very nice, very well dressed,
Yes.
very well rested. He sees what's going on, sees the biscuits and thick bone broth that Timothy left behind, and starts eating it while watching whatever is about to go down.
Master Guardsman, these gentlemen and the small kobold came in, and while they were here, they started shooting at the bard. They said the bard had stolen gold from them. There was even a dwarf here earlier, but you missed him. And as a matter of fact, I want them kicked out of the city immediately.
Alright, Artemis, calm down, calm down. You, human with the gun, and the half-elf, both of you come down and talk to me. Artemis, you talk to my colleague here. As they separate and the guard talks to Artemis, he is very flagrantly shouting and talking while the guard brings Rez and Alistair into a corner.
Alright. What happened?
Alright, I'll tell you the whole deal.
I only just got down here as you all were coming in. I took a late morning.
So, you didn't witness anything that happened, did you, sir?
No.
Alright, Mistress Kobold, if you would.
Yes?
What happened? I'd like a story from both you and the human here.
Well, I was going to do a seance with this bard over here. He said he could do one. And
No,
then
guys that apparently ran out according to these guys.
when my eyes were closed, I felt something rummaging in my pockets. And my friend here saw it as well.
And this was Mr. Ronaldo, the halfling.
Yes, they stole 50 gold.
Alright. Anyone else have gold stolen from him?
Did I have any, or was I in the back?
Yeah, you had 50 gold stolen from you too, unfortunately.
I don't even think I have that, so.
You don't? I thought everyone got 50 from Sefik.
I spent it.
Oh. Then how much gold do you have?
I have 17, so I guess I have 0.
That is correct.
All of your gold.
Alright, 50 gold missing from the kobold, and Mr. Elf, I saw you around the town hall. Did you lose some gold too?
Yes, I believe they took a couple gun from me. It's a lot of money. You do consider.
Yes, yes. This we take this very seriously, sir. Anything greater than 20 gold pieces is punishable by death.
Well, I had 20 gold, so hey.
20
Erlon's gonna be like looking around.
I believe that. I believe that.
scanning-
Sorry.
Scanning the tavern for anything like moving or out of place.
Yeah, with your perception, you don't see much. However, you guys do notice that the violin is now on the ground.
Maybe we
Guard.
can sell that thing.
Let me tell you,
Look,
I didn't
go ahead, please.
take part in the seance. I stayed here with my eyes open, watching. Ever since this Timothy character came down, I didn't trust anything going on here.
Who's
shady
Timothy?
Yes, what's
he's-
Timothy look like?
Aye, he's real ugly. He's a real ugly dwarf bastard.
Alright.
Very well unkept, dirty.
Okay.
Looks like a crook.
I'm so confused about this Timothy shit.
Anyways, Timothy acting
He
all
might be a
weird.
little biased.
I suss him out. I don't trust him, but he keeps to himself.
Alright. So
Well, then-
while you weren't performed in the seance, that's when you witnessed the other people get the gold stolen, right?
Aye, I sat right down there with him, watching with my eyes open.
Alright.
He shuts his codex.
Artemis, I see no reason to take anyone into cuffs today. What? But No. It's still your joint. If you want to ban him from the establishment, that's your decision. However, if you do see Ronaldo, any of you, alert the speaker or his vassals at the town hall. We'll be looking in the meantime.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Can I get each of your names? I'm Artemis. Yeah, I know your name, Artie. We'll start with you, human.
Hey, that's Captain Alistair Davies.
Come, Alistair. Elf, you're Orlas, right?
Yes,
I was
that's
talking
my
to the
name.
captain earlier. See, Elf.
Erland.
Hold on. Kobo.
Larry with a Y and 2 E's.
Alright. And what about you, mister? Didn't see anything.
Oh, yes. I don't know why you need my name for this report, since I did not contribute in any way, shape, or form. But since you must know, my name is Bartholomew von Crawford IV.
Alright. Close enough. He
My friends
slams-
call me Rings.
He slams the codex.
Alright, Tobith. Let's get back on guard duty. Right, yeah, sir. If you see anything else afoot, you know where to find us.
Hey, keep an eye out for that Timothy. I'll know he's behind it.
Right.
Who is this Timothy, Alistair?
I
Aye,
thought he was
real
kind of
ugly
cute.
bastard.
What did you say, Alistair?
Real ugly bastard. Don't trust him.
Oh, surely he must not have been that ugly.
No, I am
Look
sorry.
him next time.
I am sorry about our disagreement here. However, I still need someone to pay for the roof.
For what?
Gonna toss him a gold coin. Here you go.
Thank you. This will do for the damages of your gun blast, and although I severely doubt it, if Ronaldo really was the culprit, I will tell you if he returns. Now, please, I've got to clean up around here.
Alright, you shite.
Oh, I guess we should hit the market for the evening. I've got some gold weighing down my pockets. What about you, Larry? You got plenty of gold right now, right? And you,
Ooh,
Aurora?
I would
You just
love
have to pay
to.
them.
I would love to find me a pair of snazzy glasses.
Oh, Larry, do you need glasses? I wave my hand in front of Larry's face.
There's just nothing. Nothing. But I use my other senses well.
Larry, can you even see?
What is seeing? I know where you are. I know where Alistair is. I know where Erland is.
At about
Oh,
this,
guys, this is starting to explain so much. Larry is just blind.
at about this time, Glenn picks up. Oh, seeing is believing. Larry.
I believe.
Then you see.
Okay,
There
so
you go.
shall we go explore the city and try to find some stores?
God damn it! Get out of my inn!
Oh, I didn't even do anything. I don't know what the problem is, Artemis.
All of you, we're closed. Get out of here.
Okay,
As
okay.
he's screaming and shouting, Tiger is just like, like trying to play with him, like running at him, but I'm holding him back on my leash.
Listen, after this whole thing blows over, you can come back, but get the little rascal off my leg. He's nipping at me or something.
Ah, come here, come here.
Oh, he's teething,
Pretty
I think.
puppy.
As
What
you
kind of
guys-
shops do we want to look for? Let's look for a tailor's shop. Any other ideas? What do you guys want to go look for?
Gold.
I could look for some shiny new spectacles.
Let's burn some time before they start burning people.
As a matter
So-
of fact, until the execution, you guys have about 4 hours.
Okay, yeah, perfect. So a blacksmith, probably a jeweler to go get some glasses. I don't know where you would go get glasses in a fantasy world.
As a matter of fact, there is no regent artificer or jeweler. Nowhere to buy glasses in Easthaven. However, during your journey and your search for a tailor, you find these massive bolts of cloth, 50 feet in length of different hues, velvet, red, blue, the colors of Easthaven, and a few more eccentric in nature, stacked up outside of a very massive log building. Larger than the other houses, the logs run long ways and dome over the top of the structure. The front door looks to be a portcullis, or rather beflanked by a portcullis in nautical design. The front door is made of iron bars.
Beautiful.
Shall we go in?
I'll come along.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
why
do look like you could use some new clothes, Larry.
As you walk in, you guys immediately come face to face with a half-elven fellow. Golden skin, you can tell that he is of high elven and human descent as he looks forward. Why, hello. Welcome to the Bohemian Society Boards of Actors and Performers. Do you wish to purchase a guild charter, or perhaps reserve your seat for our next performance?
Oh, when is your next performance?
Our next performance will be for the midwinter celebration, but only 2 weeks away.
Oh, that sounds lovely. I hope we are in town for that. But no, we are looking for a tailor's or a blacksmith or.
Tailor? Why, we do not have a tailor per se in Easthaven. I know it is such a shame. However, I know of a few tailors here with the Actors Guild of the Bohemian Society who can surely fashion you a very delightful costume.
Oh, I would very much love to speak to them then.
Of course. Let me just ring them. Hello? Yes, I'm here. Yes, can
Oh,
you make him a
no.
tailor? Hello, it is I. Pleasure to meet you. I am Sir Rexalot.
Oh, okay, new name too. Sounds good. Okay,
Yeah.
yes. You see, I take off my heavy winter cloak and reveal my formerly very nice noble's clothes that I'm wearing. I say, I would like you to I don't know, mend these as best you can. I'd like them to be back in tip-top shape.
Ah, beautiful. Well, I will absolutely repair your garments in your departure. And as a matter of fact, we have a performance next spring for our new Sun Jubilee. And one of the characters is a bard. I think you would do wonderful.
Oh, do not tempt me. You know I would love to.
Have you ever tried acting?
Oh, I act every day, my love.
Oh, well, don't be too much. A real performer knows how to weave the natural essence of their personality into their roles.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. So, just repair these garments, get them up as shippy and shapey. Do you want me to hem them as well?
Oh yes, add a little bit. I've gotten a little more in my midsection, so if you want to add a little more in the waist.
Yes. I did notice in the waist you have that nice silken garment. I have no silk on standby, but I could maybe patch it up with some spare canvas.
Oh, whatever you need to do to make it look tip-top shape again.
Of course, you know, usually repairs are only done for guild members. However, with a modest fee and that lovely smile of yours, I think I can do it for 10 gold.
10 gold. Oh, I'm sure you could do it for 5 if you really search in your heart.
I could do it for free. I've got the mend spell.
Oh, well, that does sound lucrative.
No, Larry, you can repair clothes.
I can fix anything.
Oh, and I bring over one of my gloves that has like a chunk of leather missing out of it. Can you fix this? Well, I
Give me
hand
a
it,
second.
yeah, handing it to Larry.
And without a moment's notice, Larry mends the spell. You do see Sir Rexlot behind the counter, his eyes flourish with light. My. Do make sure you do that in private. I'm not one to report you to the guards, but there are those here which are a little bit talkative.
Oh, Larry, yes,
Thank you
okay.
for the heads up.
Of
So,
course.
Let us be sure to, when we go back to the White Lady, we'll go get hidden, and you can fix the rest of my clothes. Oh, it's been so long since they've been pristine.
no problem. I love to help for free.
Oh, thank you, Larry.
Yes. Now, if you do not wish to reserve your seats or demonstrate any more of your magical prowess, I would say that our business here has concluded.
Oh, how much would it cost to reserve, 6 seats?
6 seats. Well, that would only be 1 gold apiece.
Okay, I hand her 6 gold to reserve 6 seats for whatever play they have coming up in 2 weeks.
Ah, well, thank you so much.
And do I have the tickets now, or do you give those to me later?
Oh, yes, they will be will call. Just 48 hours before the performance, your tickets will be given to you. Just leave your names in that pad over there if you know how to write. If you don't, speak into it and it will do it for you.
I'll take the pen and I'll write down 6 tickets for Bartholomew von Crawford.
6 tickets for Bartholomew von Crawford. Absolutely. And whenever you return, if you wish to speak to me personally as a representative of the Guild of Actors, just ask for Lady Elvermere.
Just ask for Lady Elvermere.
That is correct. As he says lady, you guys begin to suspect this woman, or inspect her rather. She has a very wide Adam's apple and a very pronounced jaw.
And what kind of show is it that you do here?
Well, we do have some that are a bit more risque. However, the midwinter celebration will be our first performance, or rather should I say last, of this year. What with all of the terrible weather and all, we're lucky to even get that one in.
Well, I hope it all goes well for you.
Ah, well, you will find out in person, as your ally has just purchased you a ticket.
Oh, yes, and I look at Alistair and Larry and I'm like, do you think the rest of the party will be excited when they find out I bought us all tickets to this play?
Absolutely not. Don't tell them until it is time. They will not do it, but they will be here.
Well, Alistair already knows he's right here.
Alistair, please. Please go to the play.
Just looking forward to hearing someone other than Rez here. Maybe an actually good song for once.
Ah, yes. A
You
seafaring
know-
type. You know, we're having a performance of the Seaman's Galley next summer. If you would like to participate, I will knock you down into our guild registry.
Rez is pissed.
I was cutting you some slack, Alistair, because I thought you just didn't like music in general. But now you have made a personal slight on me.
Hey, I used to think I wasn't too keen on music, but that singing fish was doing wonders.
You...
Oh man.
If you know what is good for you, you are going to stop right now.
Hey, I'm not too worried. You barely grip that sword as is.
You
Now,
know,
now, boys.
I have us a vase.
Orlon is like picking snow up off the ground and eating it like popcorn.
Oh, give me some
Alistair's
of that.
still just
I've-
drinking. He's constantly day drinking.
You know, if you are looking to become more associated with sword gripping, you should really try out for our Bluebeard performance. It occurs once every fall and partakes on a ship that we build upon center stage. We have the various actors, rapscallions, and vagabonds fighting with their wooden swords. It is really quite a display.
Hey, why not a real ship?
Oh, well, that would be splendid. However, I think a real ship would be quite difficult to make its way into the theater, don't you think?
When did you say this performance was?
Well, the Bluebeard performance is every summer, usually. We're doing it in the fall next year. However, our next performance is the Midwinter Celebration, just in 2 weeks. Reserve your tickets now.
Hey, how about this? I'll bring my ship back. I'll weigh anchor right here in the harbor. You can do your show right on my ship. The audience on the dock.
In the summer.
Aye, that'd be true.
Why, if the weather's forgiving, this would be the biggest payday. I mean, the grandest performance of the year. Yes, I think I
Aye,
will take you
always
up
a
on that offer.
supporter of the arts.
Well, thank you. And if you do bring your ship for requisition's sake, I will net you 10% of the gross income.
Aye, that's awfully kind of you. I
Of
gladly
course.
accept.
I do love a business. So, if you guys would like to discuss me more or just spread the good news of my very effervescent personality, tell them all that Lady Evanmaya is here for their wishes.
Aye, you're a fine fella.
Excuse me?
You're a fine fella.
Well, that is rather disrespectful, don't you think? I'm obviously a lady.
Obviously.
Hey, you've been at sea this long. All I meet is a fella.
All I take
I don't
her.
much care for what's between your legs, just that you're a good, honest fella in my eyes.
I take her hand, and I kiss it as I bend down, and I say, you know, you seem very lovely to me.
Yes, well, thank you. I must be getting back to business. You know, curtains need sewing and that.
Oh, very well. We shall leave.
Yes, I'll keep your tickets on reservation. And then she picks up her blooming skirt and walks back into the theater proper.
As we're about to leave out of eyeshot of this lady, I look at Alistair, and I say, Alistair, what do you call a dumb pirate?
Alistair's just gonna stare at him blankly, not caring.
Calls them, and then I'm gonna try to sleight of hand this so that no one can see me casting a spell. But I'm gonna say, "The pillage idiot," and I'm gonna cast Tasha's hideous laughter on him.
Okay.
And
Well,
what
you-
happens if you just laugh anyway?
You guys are alone in this theater, so as he casts this on you, go ahead and make me a charisma saving throw.
Let me throw it in chat.
It might be wisdom, I don't even remember. Yeah.
I did charisma, should I do wisdom?
No, that's fine. We'll just add your wisdom modifier. What is it?
Wisdom +0.
So as Alistair, you do convulse onto the floor and fall in a state of impenetrable laughter.
Oh, so you do find my jokes funny. Oh, thank you, Alistair. You know, it really means a lot to me to hear a funny, for you to let me know that you think I'm funny.
The question
And Rez
is...
just walks out the door.
Alright, Alistair, as you sit there convulsing in laughter for 60 seconds solid, you inevitably write yourself, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go after Rez.
Alright, as he is outside in the snow, you see Erlon sitting back still.
I had a
flicking
minute.
snow in
I had a
his
minute head start. I walked out that door calmly and then ran.
eye. Perfect, alright. Erlon, you do notice this as Rez comes out of Justice Frock slightly and then bolts. A full minute passes by before Alistair leaves as well. And Alistair, you notice Erlon is still eating his snowy ice cream.
Aye, where'd the bastard go?
I.
Listen, he's just hot-headed,
Let's
okay?
go.
You can't provoke him like that.
Right, then I'll go cool him off real quick.
Like hell you will. I don't know what I'm gonna do to stop you, but look into my eye.
Alright, Erlon, which way to go?
No?
Are my footprints? Is there like a streak of?
Oh yeah, he knows exactly where you were, and he can follow you with like perfect precision. So as you follow him,
I'm
Alistair.
gonna chase him down.
All right, Alistair. As you begin to follow him, you inevitably find Rez. Though neither of you are the epitome or the apotheosis of strength, you do inevitably catch up. As you do so, I'm gonna need a dexterity check, not a saving throw, important. A dexterity or an athletics check, up to you, from both Alistair and Rez.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm gonna go watch the fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh no!
Down there.
Oh no! He's gonna catch me!
Hold on.
Boys, stop
Oh
fighting!
no! He's gonna catch me! Did you just activate the battle music?
That's right. As you guys are following each other, running through the snow, Rez, you think you have him for a second as you turn a sharp corner. However, Alistair, you predict exactly what his trajectory is. As you cut through an alleyway, you break through on the other side. Rez, stunned for a moment, turns around and takes it back through another alleyway. He's gaining on you, but you're keeping up very well, Alistair, until a woman from a nearby bar opens the door. Rez, still looking back, turns around just in time to see a door, which he shoves out of his way, but then trips on the concrete stone stoop in front of the tavern. As one leg goes out, the other is sure to follow, and Rez, as you fall into the snow on your back, Alistair is on top of you. As you run up to meet him, Alistair, what do you want to do?
It was a
Oh,
good
no.
joke, yes?
I want to hold him down with my foot just at the top of his chest, real close to his throat. And
Could you get your foot
find
off my
pressure.
pan flute?
Aye, funny man, that was a good joke back there.
Thought so. And it seems you did too.
You should stick to comedy. Lay off the music. It's a lot easier on the ears.
I'm gonna punch him in the nuts.
Oh my god.
Alright, roll to attack. This is going to be against his AC.
What should I roll?
D20 plus strength modifier, my friend.
I'm throwing up my shield.
I'm
Just-
going to punch your nuts. What?
Just on one place that matters. The shield just has to protect that one place.
You said plus strength?
Yeah.
Oh great, okay.
I didn't think we'd be getting into PvP by session 7 here. Yeah, so as you go to swing, I mean,
Oh,
you not
wow.
only miss, but you miss with such a disastrous oomph that it hits the snow. However, Alistair, trying to keep his composure, does still activate shield as a reaction.
I'm gonna activate the cannon on my arm
Huh.
and just point it at his face. Actually, I'm just going to press it up against his cheek. What was that there?
You know, I get spasms in my arm sometimes.
Aye, spasms. Real shame that is.
You know, it was all in good fun until, you know, you tackled me and put a gun in my face.
This is more than just a gun.
Oh, I know, I've seen it in action.
You want a closer look?
Hey!
You know, upon closer inspection, it honestly looks like it was made by a little toddler. And I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on him.
My friends, I think at this point we need to keep our strength for the day. This could be a long day.
As you guys are now finally gathered with the rest of your party members, in this display of snow, Erlon, Deleri, and Aralas, you come to their aid when all 5 of you look down the street You see a average height elven woman with dark skin and very low hanging white blonde hair. As this elvish woman begins to trudge through the snow, you notice that she's not even picking up her feet. She is marching so fast that she's pushing the snow in big drifts in front of her calves. She walks up to you. You guys see the telltale sign of her admiral's hat. And what exactly is occurring here?
He didn't want to laugh at the joke.
We are practicing our maneuvers for today, before we go.
Mm-hmm. What is it I said about casting spells in the city?
Alright, that's
No
what this is
spells,
about. He's
no.
casting spells willy-nilly on me.
Who's been casting spells?
As she looks down, your pan flute running clean with its magic arcane energy. I'm not exactly sure, but it is going to stop this instant. Now, you might not have much in the way of responsibilities where you come from. I know Brinchander can be quite the enjoying locale. However, those of us here, those of us lay people without skills and abilities, we look up to you, as we once did the Fighters Guild. Look around. What do you think these commoners think? And as you guys look around, you do see a little boy who's kind of snickering and laughing in the corner. Not him.
Well, I think they think it's probably pretty funny. They probably don't see this every day, do they?
You know what? You're probably correct. But gods be damned, that's not what they need to feel. They need to feel inspired. That's the whole reason we built the theater in the first place. But I can see it's not doing very good.
We will be better role models. I promise.
Thank you, Larry. And for the record, I wasn't talking about you. Now then.
He's the one that started it.
I see, I see. If that friend, that murderer of yours, if you'd like to see him again, you certainly can. In the next 3 hours and 45 minutes, he will be on the stake, burning for all to see. Unless our deal is arranged.
Well, we're not going to be able to take care of your deal, our deal, until tomorrow morning. Then the ferry has been cleared of all the ice.
You recall that the ferry will be finished in 3 hours.
I thought he said that it would take a full day.
It would, but he told you that at 4 p.m. yesterday. It's
Been a full day.
Yep.
Okay. I thought he meant like it would take like a full work day, and it was already towards the end of the day.
Just 24 hours for the record.
Okay.
As you guys are sitting there together, she looks about you. Now, as I understand it, there was an occasion at the White Lady Inn this morning. I won't be presumptuous enough to say exactly what occurred, but we are investigating the matter.
Thank you.
Of course. We will recover your lost gold. But you may not have need of it after you receive your reward for the hag. The hag whose head I will be waiting for.
Oh, and we will give you this hag's head.
When?
Within at least 2 days.
What he said.
At least 2 days. Yes. Well, Desire does not have as much time as you, and she leaves.
Well, it is time to go, I think. The ship must be ready.
Could somebody get Alistair's cannon out of my face?
Gonna kick snow in Rez's face before walking away. Next
gonna
time
be
there won't be
shoving-
time for words.
Shoving Alistair just.
What about the best one of you bests the hags in the most handsome of ways later today? This person will earn the victories.
Rez is still laying in the snow, just kind of looking at the sky.
It's very
Hey,
beautiful.
buddy, how you doing?
Oh, just had some snow and rock kicked in my face, but I'm fine.
No artist ever makes it easily. Somebody said that once, I think.
Oh, that's very wise, Larry.
Also, you guys know that it takes two to tango, as we say on the islands.
Oh, what is tango?
It is like when two person dance together, whether in a fighting conflict or perhaps to make some love.
Gets up and brushes all the snow off of him. Well, shall we go to the docks? I think I've had my fun for the day.
Let's go kick some ass.
Oh, actually, should we wait until the fire?
I don't want to watch.
But it'll be warm.
I'd really not rather like to see it either. The sign of bodies crackling open from the inside makes me queasy.
Well, we could be on the other. We could be on the other side of the fire.
Alistair's just walking to the ferry.
Oh, Captain!
I'll
And
follow.
Glenn follows suit with Larry. As you guys inevitably make your way,
He follows.
as you make your way to the docks, Rez, since you're in the last, you do notice occasionally Tiger pokes his head out of Erlon's pack and kind of gives you a glance, Rez. As you join him, dejected, and Tiger can kind of feel that. You guys inevitably make your way to the very loud docks. The sounds of spinning wheels and people trudging boxes and other heavy pieces of equipment to and fro to the ferry make their way. And then finally you see your dark-skinned ally with his singular gold tooth. So he looks out.
Alright, just move that up there. I want it ready by the time we get passengers. The ice is looking good. I think you can leave it. Andrew, get one back and, oh. Hey, everybody. Good to see you back in one piece.
So, is the boat ready for us?
Absolutely. The question is, are you ready for her?
Oh, I think so. I believe we are in good hands.
Well, that's good. Here's what I think we need to do. I'm going to get you guys about as near as I can to those giant caverns. I'm going to drop a rowboat or a small skiff, whatever you'd like, and you guys can take that into the coast. If I try to get the ferry that close, I'll get broken up on the ice rocks.
Okay, that sounds manageable.
Alright, now you ice fishermen, keep your wits about you. Full fleet of fishermen in their own galley got caught out here by the ice hag. They didn't live to tell the tale.
May I take an hour rest to get a spell slot back on the way?
Yes.
Of course. It's
How
gonna
long
take it.
will
It's
how
gonna
long
take-
will the journey take?
Well, if the water was thawed, it takes about an hour. Since it's colder and you guys need to get on the skiff, it's going to take you 2 hours to get there. So take all the time you need, Mr. Elf. Alright. As you guys take that rest and you're on it, Alistair, it feels so good to be back on a boat, to feel the spray of the salt water in your face, even if it is cold, and the breeze crinkling through your tricorn cap. Captain stays on the wheel and shouts out commands that you guys can audibly hear. Alright, we're closing in now. I'm gonna drop the skiff in the water, and it'll be up to you from then on out.
Thank you very much.
Don't question it. From one captain to another, I know you'll treat her right. As he drops in the small canoe-like boat, you can see it'll fit in 6 of you. Or sorry, it'll fit 5 of you. But it's a very tight squeeze. As Glenn looks down, oh yeah, why don't you all go first and I'll take on another rowboat later. Sounds good with me.
Oh, but couldn't Larry and I just double seat?
I guess you could. Yeah, you can do that. As you guys,
So I'll pop Larry on my knees.
perfect. As the rowboat gets lowered, the singular small skiff which you're going to take, Bones Jackson looks over. Oh, and one more thing. The sea hag. I don't know if you guys have ever seen one before. Have you?
Not to my recollection, no.
Well, hags and harpies are a dime a dozen to a pirate. Oh, sailor. Sorry, I forgot what I was. Just don't look her in the eye.
Oh yes, I believe we heard that before, right? In her true form, don't look her in the eye. In her true form.
Alright, smooth sailing. He hits the side of the boat and you
So-
guys are in as the boat crashes in the waves.
two deckhands take the ropes back, and as they bring them up, you guys see in the reflection of the smooth, shined boat surface the name imprinted on your own small skiff. And the name of your small skiff is the Fat Lass.
Damn, this boat's got a fat lass, man.
So is it nighttime considering we're up north?
Yeah, it actually is. It's almost the time for Dazan's murder, and to be more precise, it is evening. So there is some sunlight getting through the aurora, but not much.
So as we set sail here, Erwan is gonna do a little studying of the stars.
As you do so, Erlon, you usually look to the stars for confidence or a reassertion. Though you are very confident in your decisions as of today, you discern from the clarity of the sky that today is a good one.
And then Erlon's just gonna kind of lay down on the deck of the boat as it's swaying, and kind of just relax, maybe meditate a little bit.
As you guys see Erlon do this, Erlon does not see it, but the rest of you see his Yeti as it tries to mimic Erlon's movements, looking up at him, kind of, and dozing off in a similar way. As you guys near the edge of what you suspect to be the east coast of the loch, you don't have to do much time looking for the caverns, as you inevitably, even from the sea, see three massive cavern openings. These cavern openings are of different heights. One is about 30 feet high, one is exactly 30 feet high, and the third is 20 feet high. You guys look up at these sloping waterfalls which are frozen to the side. You suspect that you could mantle a frozen waterfall, climb up into the caverns, but you'd have to pick which cavern to go to. As you guys look on it, aboard the Fat Lass, what would you like to do?
Can I make a perception check to see if any one of the caves looks like more people go in it or more people have died in that one? Does any one of them look more ominous than the others?
Each of them look clear enough. A perception won't help you, but I will say you can roll a nature check.
I will send Orly 100 feet away and ask him if he sees anything.
Great rolls, Eric.
Rez, you can't see much. The 20-foot tall cavern is the most approachable. However, you guys can't see anything that even demonstrates a sign that someone's been here. Orly, on the other side, relays to you, Aralas. The cavern that looks the lowest seems to have the most activity. There's small snowdrifts pushed out, and Orly also sees something else, Aralas. Bones. An exposed rib cage is in the lowest of the three caverns.
I would relay that to my friends. But we do not know if it's the ag that is there. Could be Yetis, could be...
What if you sent Orly in, like, actually into the cavern a little bit to see if it's like not like a water Yeti or something?
I need to get 100 feet away to do so, but I can.
Okay, so let's move a little bit closer.
Maybe they will see us though if maybe we go very quiet and silent.
Yes.
Before we put our lives in danger, I will take out the pen if I still have it in my pockets and give it to Larry. Larry, this is a very shiny pen for you.
Thank you, I will treasure it.
Never show it in the city we were just in, because it belongs to someone quite important.
Even better.
As you guys near the boat now, you feel a small drift in the icy cold water take it, and you guys begin careening harshly to the coast. Alistair, as you grab the rudder instinctually trying to steer it, go ahead and roll me a d20 plus your proficiency modifier, since you're proficient in naval vehicles.
Okay. Give me a second.
Give him a second, that's all he needs.
That's all we need.
That's all Please.
Alright.
Can't free his soul.
Okay. Fair enough. You're unable to save it, but it doesn't completely destroy itself. As you come in to a very close stop, you are now right beneath the 20 feet high cavern. As you guys look up, everybody roll me a perception check.
Baby. Oh, is this ice? Is this a cavern? Oh, look, it's a waterfall. Oh, it's so pretty.
Ralas, Erland, and Larry, you guys hear a sound of scraping, gnawing, and then purring, as if something animalistic is up there. That's all you hear.
Send in the bird.
I believe maybe I would scout the other ones. This one seems risky to go.
Okay, send your bird wherever you want to send it.
Maybe this one we could keep for last because there's a lot of noise, I would believe, coming out.
Yeah, I heard something too.
It is like when you have some nice big fruits to eat. You can always keep the biggest one for last because it's the juiciest, you know?
Not really, but I'll go with you. Okay, so right now we are looking for the Ice Hag Cave.
Yes, I think beginning with that one is crucial because she's intelligent, I believe.
Oh yes, and then we can look at the other. Okay, so there are 3 caves, correct?
3 cavern openings.
Okay, so we know the 20-foot tall one appears to be the home to some sort of. All of this being said very quietly, by the way. We know it's home to some sort of creature or beast. Another one is home to the Ice Hag. And the third one probably has the magical item that Dyson had. So, as long as we pick one that isn't the one that's right above us, we will either meet the Ice Hag, and then we'll know that the last one has the magical item, or we get the magical item and then we fight the Ice Hag. Either way, it's a win-win.
Alright, so let's go through one of the other ones.
Okay. As the canoe-like skiff, the very small boat that you were on, is now caught within the clutches of the ice rocks, you guys will have to do your exploring by foot.
Is there ice around though?
There is. It's trepidatious, but you guys can walk upon that slanty slope as best you can without sliding into the water beneath. You know that the other caverns are here, on this red mark, and there is a third cavern way up here. That's about 32 feet up.
My screen's just black right now.
Yeah, I can't see fucking shit.
Move down, move over. It's
Really?
all on the left side.
Ping them, DM.
Yeah, I did.
I can see.
Yeah, can you guys
Just
see
ping
over
him.
I can't.
I can see it. Just move
circles,
your
but it's
vision.
black.
There's a lot of black. You just
No,
gotta
I-
find.
I
I
don't think-
literally,
I don't think they
No,
can
I-
see anything. Hold on a second.
I can
My
see my
refresh.
character.
My
I can
refresh
see-
did the work.
I can see my guy.
I can't see. I can't even see my guy. I can't. see anything.
Rez,
It's
you're
black.
Refresh.
Rez, you're good. Rez does not have dark vision, everybody. That's why he can't see. And then Erland, I'm looking on your page. You should be able to see. Over here.
No. I mean, I see the red circles popping up, but it's black.
That's
I
not
don't know.
Just move his token, maybe.
I did. Yeah. What
Here,
about
I'm
that?
gonna-
Does that help?
I'm gonna refresh.
I don't think it's.
We have a torch.
I don't know if that's such a good idea. What if you look at it?
Well, I cannot see anything to begin this, so.
It's better that way.
Alistar, do you think you could infuse like his necklace with a bit of light? I think you could do such a thing.
Yeah, I'll reach out and I'll touch his necklace and do, I believe it's magical tinkering. Yeah, magical tinkering. So now he has a 5-foot radius of light.
Okay.
Pop your necklace back in if you hear anything menacing, or if we ask you to do so.
Oh, very well. Thank you very much, Alistair.
Yeah. He's gonna pop the cork off another bottle of mead and take another drink.
There you
It's
go.
good for him to see your
Oh, that's
prowess
good.
in battle.
Rez, as your visible range increases ever so slightly, you guys sit there for a while. And as you do so, dim light beneath you still fading into the deep darkness of the inevitable night. You guys notice from this cave mouth that you're beneath right now, small lights begin fluttering. 1, 2, then 5 of these bright white celestial orbs begin to float around you. And then they gather into one very large light, 5 feet in radius, which then peers out over all of you above the cavern. Erland, you know what these lights are. This light amongst many of them, this is a will-o-wisp.
Guys, that's a will-o-wisp. It's a little spirit thing. I don't know that follows people. It's really weird. I don't really know how to explain it.
Are they friendly?
Yes and no.
What do you mean, yes and no?
They likely will never do anything, but they have a chance to do something.
And what is that something? What is the condition? Erland, this is important information. I don't want to die.
I don't know. I've never actually encountered one on a bad day.
So, what do they do to you if they do anything?
I don't know. I just said.
Well, insight check. Do I feel like they're gonna eat my face?
I mean, I would insight check, but nothing's loading
What
right
is
now.
all that measurement?
I feel like it's peaceful and nice. So I will send Orly in, and I will try to ask him to be quiet.
We have to climb up to this cavern entrance.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
The lowest one is 20 guy.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
I have a proposal, an
Right.
idea. So I have a harpoon that I got early on
That is
at
true.
the blacksmith. If I were to tie a piece of rope onto the harpoon and then stuff it in my cannon barrel and fire a force blast, could I launch the harpoon up and stick it into the ice as like a grapple so that we could climb up with the rope?
You absolutely could. Since this is an improvised weapon, I'm going to say roll a d20, add your nature check, and your proficiency since you're using your cannon.
This probably will be pretty loud though, so.
Alright, so that's a d20 plus nature plus proficiency.
Yes.
Let me make sure I'm getting the numbers right. Okay.
As you guys hear the sound of the massive cannon as it and then the shot is expelled, it clatters into the wall, which causes rocks and small pieces of debris to clumber out as this massive explosion lets off, and you guys look through the gun smoke and the debris of still lying snow. You do notice that the harpoon has connected.
Jesus, Alistair, what was that?
I haven't needed a way up.
A little warning next time. Good lord, my ears are still ringing.
It's not like you listen anyways.
I'm a musician. It's my tool.
That's like a whole half of my senses that I have left. How many senses are there?
3005. Larry?
What?
Oh, now look at that. You've made Larry go deaf.
Eh. You want to climb up the rope or not?
Oh, yeah, but I don't want to be the first.
Should be the first since. Well, who's the heaviest?
You?
Me?
Yeah, I'm not.
Alright, you've
That
been
was the
putting on a
best
bit of
joke
weight
I've heard
lately.
the whole week.
As
Aralis is the one that is the size, is the biggest. It's either Aralis or
I'll go.
Alistair.
I will go. I guess the rope gives
Alright.
me a bit of an advantage. I will try.
look, technically I am the heaviest, I guess, but I don't want to be the first.
How about Glenn? You wait here at the bottom and you steady the rope while the rest of us climb up. And then we pull you up.
I think that sounds like a fine idea.
Didn't we
You
decide
hold
that
it
there was
still.
bad things in the upper cavern?
Yeah, which one are we going into?
I thought the upper one was the
Because the
bad
one we're right next to is the 20-foot tall one with the beastie in it.
I thought they were all up above us. Don't we have to climb up regardless?
Yeah, you have to climb up regardless. Because
Okay.
this one is 20 feet high, the next one is 30, and the third is 35.
Do they all kind of like connect with each other
Well,
on the
that would.
outsides?
I'm not gonna tell you that.
I figured I was just shooting the highest so that we could climb to whatever we wanted.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, as that light circles you and spectates you guys, and as Glenn takes the bottom of the reins taut, what would you guys like to do?
Alright, I guess I'll go first and I'll start climbing up.
Alright. As you climb up, go ahead and give me an athletics check. I know you love those, Alistair.
This isn't gonna be good.
It is manageable.
Yeah.
It is manageable, but as you get to the top, your feet slip out from under you, and you slide down the wall without taking any damage.
Let's do
Alright,
it.
I'm gonna climb back up again, more determined.
Alright,
Falls down 2 more times.
try it again.
Ah.
Are you having some problems getting it up, Alistair?
And then he,
Nah, I'm fine.
as he says, you're having problems getting it up, you see Alistair with determination wrap his legs around it like he's climbing a sail's mast. Hand over fist, he takes it up with his natural 20 and bounds on the top. Alistair, as you look back at your friends beneath you, the light above you still circling around, you can look into the darkness with your spectacles of dark vision. At the end of the spiraling, icy cavern, you see 2 yellow eyes peering at the darkness. As they waver back and forth, you see a white paw stick out in front of you. And then another white paw enters into the darkness.
Rez is climbing up at this point. Alistair, are you okay?
We got company.
I did 11 athletics, DM.
A
If that
9.
works.
Alright. Rez, same thing happens to you, you fall down. However, Aralas, as you come up behind Rez, you almost fall, and then you go up, so you are the second up right behind Rez. The third up is Larry. Larry, you do get to the top, and then when you see the creature on the other side, the furry paw, you get so scared that you fall off with your natural 1.
What are these rolls?
And Erlond and Larry, as you fall off the top, you careen into Erlond, and as you guys tumble down from the top, you both take
Oh my god.
These rolls are trash.
1 point of bludgeoning damage to both Larry and Erlond.
Thanks
Look,
a lot,
that's
Erline.
That's 3 nat 1s right there.
In a row. However, as Aralas and Alistair have made it to the top, you guys watch in horror as this creature with bright glowing yellow eyes in the darkness evades.
As it finally enters the light, you see its arched back. The white hair is standing on end. As it looks at you, this nice, mangy crag cat, it slowly begins prowling towards the edge. As it does so, that is where we're going to leave off. Until next week.
Nice little cliffhanger.
Literally.
Dang. Dang.
It's literally a cliffhanger.
Lovely.
Eric looks like he's dying.
Yeah, this one went on for a little bit too long, but thankfully we'll have all 6 party members back next week to take on the caverns proper.
Woo!
Thanks
That was
for
a fun
playing.
session.
Thank you. Thanks for playing, everybody. Thanks for watching, YouTube audience, and see you next week.